and it looks good. Alright, we already went over it last week, so we don't need to do that again. But I'm going to just reiterate the environment for everybody. Um, no, you guys did go over it. I should go over it from my perspective just to clarify some things again, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
we're going on 3 weeks now.
Yes.
So the order of events, you were at the Emporium. Your steeds and vehicles were left underground in the sewers. You had no idea where the Emporium is located at the time, and you had no communication with anybody. After winning the Emporium, uh, Guy was saying that 7 of 3 came, and her ship was so big it filled up the sky, and she let out a warning to the Emporium that they were trespassing, and they had 5 seconds to remove themselves from the property. And within the warning, 2 laser beams hit both of you and knocked you guys back. Well, Guy got knocked back, but he landed on his feet and he scratched the ground, maintaining his posture and pose. James got knocked back to the ground, but with that laser beam, what it was instantaneous heal from 7 of 3. She healed you guys on the spot without letting the people know you are her agents. It looked like it was an attack. Uh, in
Okay.
Also in that moment, during that uh, sequence, that's when one of you, I don't remember who it was, might have been James, because his perception is so high. He started seeing this electric ball traveling from telephone wires, or power lines, I mean, from far across, and it was going so fast that it traveled literally from as far as the eye could see from power lines to where you guys are located, and it circled around the stadium a couple times, um, popping out light bulbs instantaneously,
Uh-huh.
like several
Well,
times.
yeah, the electrical guy.
Yes, and so
My,
when
I can't think of it.
when he appeared, he came out of a burst of light bulb after all the lights were destroyed. And when he appeared, he let out a pulse that basically electrocuted, burned, and incinerated people in his vicinity. I think there was like 30 deaths, something like that. And he pointed at Guy's direction, saying, "I could feel my power over there," and he wants his power back. And then
Hmm.
he let out another shot at the 7 of 3, and it was like a focused beam from his like chest area, his whole abdomen, shot it at the center of 7 of 3 ship, and it was such a massive beam that what he did was overcharged mutation, alpha mutation. So he destroyed 7 of 9 in one powerful shot, and that's when you guys did your stuff. Um, you guys
Did the
basically,
movie that you did.
I don't remember what you did exactly, but you incapacitated him,
Well,
sh-
well, let's see.
paralyzed him, and
That was the dog shit out of him. Hit him with, since I think I hit him with the black backfire bolt,
yeah,
and then I hit, thinking since he was made of electricity, I think I hit him maybe with the electric boogaloo, and that didn't work too well.
yes, correct. And then
Uh,
James
Shot him.
did. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say shot. Yeah, as you're saying, James shot him a couple of times.
But James, one of you guys did an alpha mutation that it just made him paralyzed. I remember his mind was shot. He was
Mind
conscious.
switch?
Was that what it
No,
was?
no. Hands of time, hands of power.
Narcolepsy. Yeah, you did narcolepsy on him. somebody did
Okay,
narcolepsy on him and
that would have
overcharged it.
been me.
And
I've got narcolepsy.
there was also that and oh, what's it called? You guys basically wiped him out. He didn't have a chance against you guys. He did his stuff, what he needed to do against 7 of 3, and 7 of 3 ship went down. And when it went down, it landed at an angle, going through like tall buildings and stuff, like breaking the edges. And it landed 3 kilometers away, so 3,000 meters away, basically. And
Nice
with
little
that,
hike.
huh? That's the
A
height.
nice little hike.
Yeah. And with that happening, you were informed by spam that you lost all communications with 7 of 3, and I don't remember if it was you guys' idea to go over there, but instead of going down to the sewers to retrieve your vehicles, you started heading towards the ship. Um, you arrived to the park, and that's where I was telling you about the grass, where the grass
Oh,
was
I think the
foil
reason
blades. Go ahead.
I think the reason why we couldn't get to our vehicles is one, we didn't know exactly where we were.
Yes. And then no, that was it. And Spam sent over a map to
Okay,
James, a digital map, and showed him where the path to the
where
sewers.
everything was.
And yeah, yeah. But it was closer for you to go to 7 of 3 rather than going after your gear and trying to make it to a race to get to 7 of 3. All right. And at the park, you guys arrived
Yeah.
at the park. There was like metal ponds, trees that are made out of steel with cloud-shaped branches, and there were
Mm-hmm.
blue metallic orb-like branches, and or like leaves. The branches were silver metallic, and the dirt on the ground. There was no dirt on the ground. There was no dust. It was just all everything was metallic, as even the life, like the insects, the worms, the roaches.
Interesting.
Uh, what's it called? You're hastily going through the park, and you saw that there was 2 bicycles. The what were they called again?
Penny farthing,
Penny farthing. Yeah.
right? Because the coins look like Old English penny and an Old English farthing. Is why it was called that.
So there was 2 of those on a bike rack, and you were considering on taking those, stealing them, but then you saw that there was 2 people, a boy and a girl. They were, what did I say? They were not the androids. They were the engineered humans, the clones, right?
Okay.
And I said that they look like Captain America builds. The other girl was like super built too. So they're running, and you were
Right.
considering on either stealing the bikes or asking for permission to take them, and we stopped the game as they ran up to you. So now they ran up to you, and they both stop at the same time, and they both stop literally inches in front of both of your faces. So the girl is in front of uh, James, because James is a girl too,
Right.
and the guy is in front of um, the demon,
Uh, yeah.
Alfonso. Oh, that's right. We gotta make sure. The demon is an electric demon named Alfonso, and then James's character is 10T or Sam, and Sam is a
Engineering
engineered
human.
human with regeneration abilities. So every round he gets 2 hit points, right? Was that what it
Yes.
was?
Yeah.
Yeah, and his weapons, his arms, his body is filled with nanobot technology. That's the regeneration part of his body. So he has this nanobot
Yeah.
technology that allows him to turn his arms into weapons, and he also gets like goggles and binoculars on his eyes and things like that. So that's just for people online watching. Okay, so we're gonna start it now. So the 2 stop right in front of you, and they go to like a really easy instant stop, from a full sprint to a stop, and then they both say at the same time to each of you, uh, "Welcome to the demonstration," or "Welcome to the demo. Uh, please, please establish what kind of exercise you are interested in participating in." And then a menu comes up in front of them, with the words in front of their screen, but it's you're reading it backwards. So from the menu, you're reading it backwards, but you do
Mm-hmm.
see a button in that you could read perfectly. It says flip. It's
Okay.
yeah, it's a
Excellent.
screen in the air. It's just like a
Okay.
transparent screen in the air.
Hit the flip button.
So now you can read everything normal, and what it's saying is, please,
Interesting.
please choose which exercise interests you. And it says running, cycling, skating, and then the other one was bicycling.
They're trying to get the
Oh, the
bicycles.
skating, sorry, is roller skating, not skateboarding, roller skating.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, we were thinking about trying to get to use the bicycles. Uh,
And then you hear bicycle. So and
okay.
for the bicycle, it hears bicycle. So for you,
Right.
it goes straight to the bicycles, and it shows it talks about the history of bicycles like all through the years from the very first one to present day, which is present day is going to be those sky cycles. So you're going from all the BMX bikes to the so forth and so forth and so forth, and
Right.
it's asking you which kind of bicycle would you be interested in demoing. And then James, you get it the same menu too. It was
Mhm.
running, skating, bicycling, and what was the other one? Uh, I
Um,
forgot what it was already. But which one are you interested in?
well,
What kind of bicycles?
All right.
that's.
Uh,
What's the
Yeah.
name?
Menu.
go ahead.
I was going to say the menu's on the thing. If you hit the button,
Push the button.
it tells you hit the bicycle button.
Okay.
And when you hit the bicycle button, the same thing. Your clone or your engineer human starts reciting the history of bicycles, and it goes from like the first bicycle all the way up to the sky cycles and all the bikes in between, and it's telling you the different weights, the speeds, the purposes, and all that stuff.
It's got sky cycles.
Sky cycles, and it shows you. It's saying
Sounds good.
it's showing like a rotation on the screen now, and the sky cycle is talking about like the newest one of the newest technology, saying that it moves this fast and so, and it's giving you a permission to take a demo if you sign the waiver should there be any accidents that you crash into a tree or get attacked by wildlife. Are you interested in signing the waiver? You
Oh,
can't. You can't. The robot says it is advised that you assign the waiver, otherwise you may not be permitted to demo our products. The engineered human. He says it like that.
Right.
so what do you think, Alfonso?
My mind just went back to. Okay. Yeah. Well, we can handle. I can handle the sky cycle.
Okay. And when it's when you say sky cycle, it like zooms in, starts rotating, and it shows like a palette of colors, and you guys get to pick which color you want. Just choose a color that you think that you want your sky cycle to look like.
Purple.
Purple and James.
That matches the violet or the some with the electricity.
Whatever the environment is, I'll pick that color.
Okay, so we're gonna say steel.
Okay.
Color of steel. So you just have almost a chromatic colored bike. So it's nice and shiny.
Who
And
turned
well,
these back in at?
all right. And then it says, please choose your distance for demonstrations. Uh,
5,000 miles.
no. It's got a selection of 500 meters, 1,000 meters, 2 kilometers, and 3 kilometers. And it's basically showing the borders of the distance around the park. So certain parts you can only go 500 meters, other parts you can go 1,000 meters, other parts you can go 2 kilometers and 3 kilometers. But basically, the 3 kilometer one it takes you to where the ship crashed.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
go
where.
3.
All right, and so the if
Okay.
and so you signed the waiver too?
Yeah.
Okay, and when you signed the waiver, James, your what is it? Penny farthing?
Yeah.
Bicycle. turns into the sky cycle of your color. You said steel, chromatic steel. And then, Guy, do you do yours?
Yeah, might as well.
And then your
John Smith.
John, all right, and your bicycle turns into what's it called? The purple sky cycle. But it's actually got a positioning to show for a comfort, somehow it took a scan of your body when you signed the waiver, and so there's a section on the bike that's actually made for your tail to fit comfortably.
Sounds good.
And do you want leaning back or forward? What kind of bikes do you want? Do you want to
Leaning
cruise away
back.
leaning back? Okay. Is that what you want to, or do you want to go forward?
Well, leaning back is more comfortable, so
Okay.
I'll go with leaning back.
All right. So you guys get on your sky cycles, and then the sky cycle tells you with today's technology, there is no longer any need for ignition switches, no gear changes, no need to worry about what's called mid-air skidding and crashing into your vehicles. Everything is magnetically polarized and charged to fit with the environment, no matter the distance you are to any surface. And then, so you just basically, it says, all you have to do is just squeeze the handle, and you're ready to go. And then that's it.
It's about like what I've already got.
All right, and so you squeeze the
So-
handles, and you're going.
Well, I
And
was going to say, what do my nanites do when I grab onto the bike?
what do you want them to do?
Well, basically, first, see if we can gain control.
Oh, you're fine. You have control. It's you're the one that's riding it. You're the one that's controlling it. All you have to do is just squeeze what I'm saying is like there's no gear, there's no gas, there's no brakes. It's basically you just squeeze the thing,
There's
and then it's
no
mental.
memory.
Yeah, it's mental. So your thoughts are going to control the thing.
Okay, off we go.
All right, so these
My
bikes
mind went to Jetsons.
yeah, pretty much. So if that's what you want, if you want the bubbles coming out from the exhaust, you want that?
No,
Okay. All right, so then
that's just getting silly.
all right, so your sky cycles are taking off, and it's pretty much just like I was saying. With how fast you want it to go, it goes up to 200 miles per hour.
Whoa, Nelly.
Yeah, that's
Well,
from
we get
zero.
that 300 kilometers really quick with that
Well,
speed.
yeah, from 0 to 200 in 3 seconds.
Oh,
All right, but the bike is capable of
Look
going
for-
up to, we'll say, 350 miles per hour.
well,
Oh,
we're not going
really?
to get up that high. Go for going only 300 kilometers or 3 kilometers,
Yeah.
or was it 3
He's
kilometers?
correcting.
All right, and
So
so you guys are riding and you're going. How fast between those speeds? How fast do you guys want to go?
Probably about 20.
20 miles per hour?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
well,
Well,
3 kilometers.
For him.
we don't need to go really fast. I mean,
Well, the ship is being raided by another motorcycle gang, and there's also creatures that are like destroying the ship from the outside. There's like metallic birds, metallic cats, metallic insects.
I guess get it to 100.
What?
Get it to 100.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna go faster then. All right, so
Mhm.
as you're flying through and
Oh.
passing through trees, do you want your bikes to make any noises like the Star Wars things, like land speeders?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so it's making those noises like woo, woo. I don't know. And so and then you start getting a warning because as you're approaching 500 meters away from the 3,000 as you're approaching 500 meters away from the 3 kilometer mark, the the bicycle is giving you a warning saying uh what's it called be prepared for the end of the demonstration. You may take caution and slow down before the end of the trial. So
Okay.
Test drive is coming to an end.
yeah.
Please be prepared to disembark,
All right, so you're going.
no matter what speed you are moving.
Yes, yes, pretty much. So you're going, and then as you see that the meters are getting closer to 0, 0, but it's like pretty
Yeah,
much dead on with
slow
the
down a
ship.
bit.
Well, I was gonna
Yeah.
say you could try to like swoop the and like slide the bike as if you're skidding in the air, cause the thing said that there was no brakes to worry about air skidding, so your mind controls the technology of this bike, the way it handles, the way it controls. So whatever imagination you can think of on how you want to land your bike or stop your bike, that's what you're doing.
How close have we gotten to the ship?
You're at the ship. It's
Okay.
how do you want to do you want to end your ride in
Oh,
style or just go to a slowing stop?
okay. Yeah, that sounds like just slow down relatively fast.
Okay, and as you
I'm gonna have to modify this to make a lot of noise.
all right,
Like the
all right. So as you start coming closer, the birds that are around your vicinity that are on the ship, the metallic birds, they start flying away, and then there's even you see like robotic cats that are trying to snatch those birds out of the way also. So you couldn't tell at first if it was they were flying away because of the noises that you were making, or if it was actually them being hunted and they start flying away. But some of them got caught, so you see sparks from the birds being caught by the metallic cats. And
interesting.
and then what's it called? No sign of the bikers. You see their bikes like kind of like around the bend. And for you to go inside the ship, there's plenty of breaches from the top that the animals have made, but you're certain that there's going to be another breach that the bike gang has made on the other
Yeah.
side. All right, so uh, let me see right here. Um, before your bikes finish, it says, please give a rating on and complete this survey for the satisfactory level of your demonstration. And then the whole menu comes up with a full list of questions, and then there's like 1 star through 5 stars, and it's up to you if you want to fill them out.
Okay.
We'll say fill them out later.
Um, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give it a 2, and if they ask for a reason, it says demonstration distance too short.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
All right, and so what's it called? When that happens, a receipt prints out with your ratings that you give, and then the machine, the computers or the bikes, they say,
Mhm.
thank you for test driving the Robot City's
That's
new
interesting.
Sky Cycles. Enjoy your visit, and then the bikes disappear. Or not that they disappear, they digitize or pixelate and then disappear.
There you
And
go. That's a good
yeah.
one. That's a good one.
All right.
I can just imagine that happening just as we hit the 3,000 kilometer mark, and we're still doing 200 kilometers an hour.
Okay.
Definitely bad.
I'm flying
All
for
right.
about 3 seconds.
So now, so the scale of this ship, it is massive. So if there was going to be like a size to this thing, how can I say it? Imagine it is like um, maybe 5 city blocks wide. It is huge, and it is almost 40% embedded into the ground, and the debris is broken up metal, separated metal plates. Um, the ground is not dirt at all. Even after underneath, you see like different layers of metal, um, where it goes down to kind of like a rusty metal from just being so old. And what's it called? The to get into the ship, you see how can I say this? you see the bikes on the far side of the corner, and it looks like there's a bunch of metal debris, like they
Hmm.
caused a breach at that spot where they parked their motorcycles. Their motorcycles
Right.
are junk wasteland motorcycles, scrapped together with pipes
Hmm.
and strapped with rusty chains or even bolts that are bad brakes.
Yeah.
The
They're
tires,
looking for.
yeah, the tires are like shredded, but concrete are inside of the tires. Okay,
No
so
pride there.
and you do see that there is like a small fire here and there at the entrance. Uh, it, if you start circling around the bend, uh, it's going to be like not the bend. It's they're at the edge of the ship. They pretty much just parked at the side of the ship. Like if there was a coin, you're at the edge. Oh, we lost guy.
Sorry, things were going a little goofy on me.
Yeah. So if there was the edge of a coin, that's where the motorcycles are at the edge of the ship, and there is a breach. The breach, I would have to say, it looks like um, maybe large enough for a vehicle to go into, like a car. And you on the floor, you see RPGs and what's it called,
Hmm.
AT4s and other kinds of futuristic
Okay.
rocket launchers. These are they obviously have no more ammo for it, so they just dump them right there.
Hmm.
But James, you can actually scan the rocket launcher, the futuristic one, and you could add that to your inventory if you scan it.
Oh, definitely.
All right.
AT4?
No, oh, you already had that one. No, it's like a futuristic sci-fi rocket launcher, and instead of just shooting a regular rocket, it shoots some sort of ion bomb. I don't know.
Ooh.
Okay. You just have to find ion ammo now.
Okay.
And
Very interesting.
so you don't see any sign of the bikers themselves. It's just a open breach into
Mm-hmm.
the ship. It's probably around, like, let's say uh probably around 7 feet wide and then uh 10 feet tall, almost spherical
Hey, go
explosion.
hide. Let's go find some place to hide. I got somewhat of an idea.
All right.
Okay.
Hiding it inside the
Do
ship or
some
outside?
well, right inside. Which is like go in and find a door behind.
Okay. And as you're about to
And as
as, as you're about to go
here's
into
what I
the
wanted. I'm going to just yell. I said, "Hey, I want to yell. I'm telling James, here's what I want to hear. That hey, I think hey, we found some new bikes here. Want to load them up into the loader and see how much we can get for them at the salvage yard."
Sounds
And
good to me.
if I yell, maybe they'll come running back to make sure their bikes are okay.
Okay. So you're going to
So,
their bike you're not going in. You're yelling it at the entrance, right?
well, we want to go in to find a door to hide behind.
Okay. And say that.
Because they'll come running out,
Okay. So here's what
and hopefully we'll
I got it. I got the concept. All right. As you're about to go
yeah.
into the breach, uh
Mm-hmm.
roll your initiative.
Uh, Somebody's standing there.
No. Nobody's standing there.
My initiative is total of. Sorry, I lost my initiative here.
You know what? I lost my
Ah,
whiteboard.
there it is. +7. So I got a total of 8.
Ooh.
Oops.
Let me get a piece of paper. I lost my whiteboard. After I packed everything to clean up, I lost my
Oh,
stuff.
I hate when that happens. You
Yeah.
put something down to remember where it's at.
Well, I cleaned up because I wanted to move my D&D table, and I forgot I packed my D&D stuff, and I put all the D&D stuff together. But my whiteboard does not exactly count as D&D stuff.
Ah, yeah.
Oh shit, I don't know what's that. Okay, let me get a
I
piece
have
of
the same
paper.
problem sometimes.
Let me get a piece of paper.
19.
Oh my gosh. High
Uh,
rollers right here. Well, he is all the time. Okay.
uh, hmm.
Uh, your alpha mutations are the same. I forgot to give you new ones again. Alright. And you could use
That's
one
great.
alpha mutation per encounter until you're level
Right.
7? 4? 4? I don't remember.
4, I think. I don't know.
Okay, so Sam, what was yours? Well, you're first. Okay, so Guy, what is Alfonso's dexterity?
Hold on 1 second. 18.
Okay. You're second cuz the encounter rolled 8. Um
Wait a minute. Oh, okay.
yeah, and the encounter they have a dexterity of not as high as you.
No problem.
Okay. 1 second. Let me grab my thing.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what happens. I need to get to page 70. All right, so from the entrance on the top and on the left side, kind of like disguised within the divots of the ship, like the detailed panels and stuff,
Uh-huh.
3 metallic displacer beasts pop out. They jump
Hmm.
up in front of the entrance, and it's not so much that they were trying to hunt you; they were actually investigating the ship and the breach. But
Mm-hmm.
it's you guys about to go inside to go behind the door, and now they're blocking your path, and they're looking at you with like um these optics on their eyes. They're like really bright neon blue, or like an
Hmm.
almost like not exactly electric, but like a bright, vibrant blue
Right.
coming from their eyes, and you can see that there's little panels and grids taking shape in them, and then they start spiraling and zooming in on you, and then their mouth starts snarling, and you see that their teeth has some sort of acid, but it doesn't look like it's eating their
Hmm.
mouth. It
Good
they're
kitty. Good kitty.
yeah. So and then they got the tentacles just like a displacer beast too.
Good kitty. Please, please. Good kitty.
James, you're first.
Uh, what are my
Your
my
mutations.
alpha? Yes.
Okay, let me. Oh my! I packed away the notes.
Oopsie.
Oh my gosh. Let me see. Hold on. They might just be right here. It's Ultra
Oh my God, they went hyperactive.
James Guy. Okay. Mm. Alright. Hands of Power. Hyperactive. Hands of Time. Narcolepsy.
That
Mind
was mine.
Switch. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what was the last one? Did you have liquid bones?
Yes.
Okay. And
So
then
yeah, that was my last one.
James, you had uh Mind Killer, Molecular Integrity,
Hold on.
or Molecular Instability, Dark Matter Shroud, Evolved Equilibrium, Huge Arms, Liquid Bones, Shimmer Shield. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. I got them. I got them. Good. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Do you need reminders of what your mutations are?
Yeah. Oh, well, the problem is I got Mind Killer, I got Shadow Shield, I got Shimmer something.
Okay. Shimmering Shield. You surround yourself with a shield of electromagnetic force. You gain resistance 10 to physical. Liquid Bones, you turn into liquid, and you go through cracks. I think it was 6-inch cracks. I don't remember. Yeah. Huge Arms is you get huge arms like um you like the synthol bodybuilders. You get like that. The ones that inject
Mhm.
oil and Vaseline in their muscles.
You guys are crazy.
Okay, Evolved Equilibrium. You can stand 1 foot, rub your belly, and tap your head all at the same time. I guess that's a dexter. Oh, you can't be knocked prone, pulled, pushed, slid unless you want to be. Dark Matter Shroud. You make motes of dark matter settle on your body, and you gain concealment until you are bloodied, or until the end of the encounter. Mind Killer. You impart. That's what you did. Mind Killer on the dude.
Mhm.
You for Killer Watt. You did Mind Killer on him, and he saw a big, gigantic, like a water
Grounding rod.
elemental squid, and
Right.
that freaked him out, and he just stayed prone and that's what you did. That's how you got him.
Yeah.
Okay. And then molecular instability is molecular bonds aren't as strong as people think. You hit you you hit with the standard action range 10 one creature or object, and it does physical damage and the target is slowed. Oh, okay. And then the overcharge is it deals extra damage and the target is turned to stone. Ooh. Okay, got it. You got it?
Disability, yeah.
Okay.
And how many targets does it say?
One creature or object.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we went through the powers. The displacer beasts are in front of you with the acid coming out of their mouth, and
Well, the question is, do we know, are they part of the ship or are they,
wildlife.
okay,
Oh, hold on. Please excuse me.
okay.
Let me take a quick break and go use the bathroom before we start this. You guys need to use the bathroom or anything?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Actually,
Sorry.
I might as well do it now.
Yeah. Oh, I beat James. Okay. That's alright. Gives me a moment. Alright. Alright. Okay. So, before we start the round, I should have also mentioned about the way these things look. Yeah, they are metallic displacer beasts, but they're not they're damaged. They're rusted. So there's portions of them that you could kind of like see their gears or see their turning joints and stuff through the servos and things like that. Uh, some
Mm-hmm.
parts are like the shell is damaged from their outer armor, so you can kind of like see through their either through their ribs or into a shoulder and into their neck. You know, like each one is they're all rusted wasteland cats, so they're not shiny and new. No, don't think that they are. They're
Right.
they're uh, they're wasteland displacer beasts.
Right.
James, you got the first initiative action. Let's see what you would like to do.
I'll go Shadow Shield.
Okay. The the dark matter shroud, is that what you want,
Yes,
or the
yes.
shimmer shield? Okay. So, you gain consummate until you are bloodied. And do you want to overcharge it or no?
No, not yet.
Well, you have to either do it now or not.
I won't do it.
You won't do it? Okay. So you gain concealment until you are bloodied or until the
Mm.
end of your encounter. So, at your command, motes of dark matter settle on your body. How does this work? How does concealment work on here? Uh, pause, delay a game again.
Okay, don't worry about it.
No, no, this is something.
Uh,
What was the one you used?
Dark Matter Shroud, and Concealment.
Okay, hold on.
Concealment, page
Let me read
19.
them.
Okay, cover and concealment. A great tactic for surviving a firefight is to make sure you've got something big and solid between you and your enemy, and make sure your enemy can't get a good look at you. Cover and concealment. Determining cover and concealment. The game master decides if you have cover or concealment. Okay, cover is covered by fire, so like somebody shooting projectiles at you, it's not going through a boulder. Cover by concealment would mean you're behind something or hidden, but you're still exposed to damage.
Yeah, like an AOE would still give them damage. A
Okay.
fireball will still hit them.
So usually you need to have about half your body protected to gain partial cover, and you have partial concealment if your enemy can't get a good look at you due to terrain or that obscures its vision, such as dim light, foliage, or fog. You gain superior cover if most of your body is protected, but an enemy can still see you. You gain total concealment if the terrain is totally or heavily obscured, such as from darkness or heavy fog. Um, Cover. Target has cover. Target has no cover. Uh, Creatures don't provide cover. You can shoot through other creatures' squares at no penalty. Okay. Ranged melee attack penalty. If you have partial cover or partial concealment, okay, here we go. If you have partial cover or partial concealment, anyone targeting you with melee or ranged attacks take a -2 penalty to the attack roll, or a -5 penalty if the game master determines that you have superior cover or total concealment. So let's see. It says you gain concealment.
Right.
And then if it was overcharged, you gain total concealment. Okay, I get it. So it's a -2 to attacks. So this is what I'm imagining is happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Dark Matter Shroud, I'm imagining like a bunch of wispy black little gnats flying all around you. Not gnats per se, but particles flying all the way around you. So you
Mm-hmm.
turn into like this dark whirling mist like mass, and they can't really get a good solid bead on your form in this cloud. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when they're trying to
Yeah.
attack you, they're just swathing at these particles and hoping that they could hit you. They get a -2 to their attacks. That's how it works, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds right.
Do you want to overcharge it so you get that -5 instead?
Okay, I'll try.
All right. So we got to roll a 9, a 10 or higher to
Roll a
succeed.
d20, yeah, for overcharging.
15.
Okay. So you gain total concealment until you are damaged by an attack. So you gain I gain a -5 to my attacks. Okay?
Correct.
And so you're concealed. You can move. Where would you like to move? You did your action. Now you can do your movement.
Okay, is there no way I can get around them?
Actually, yes. You can kind of like if you go offset to their right side, towards your right side at an arc. Um, yes, and you'll be able to make it into the breach.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, Guy, you're by yourself.
No,
Well, hold on,
no,
hold
you're
on.
not.
James, you run out. The mist. You see this cloud of like particles, dark particles, just whoosh outside the reach of the cats, and the cats are like watching him, and what's it called? They see that he goes behind them and into the breach. When you're in the breach, James, would you like to take cover behind something or?
Yes.
All right, so let's say there's inside of the breach. There's a bunch of it's a slanted. Uh, the surface is slanted, so it's nothing is actually at the proper angle for ground positioning, and so you can pretty much hide behind uh, shelvings, vents, engravings, and all over the place. So everything is metallic in here. Think of all the foundations of everything is a bunch of boxes and uh, different kinds of machinery decorated all over the place as if some crazy business office, but all metallic stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Uh,
the Star Wars ships when Darth Vader was fighting Luke Skywalker, and then everything was all metallic, and then there was like debris here, there, like there was all kinds of stuff that he was able to hide behind.
anything useful?
To keep,
Well,
um,
to use.
n- I mean, there's chunks of metal everywhere if you wanted to grab something. But as far as like weaponry goes, no, not per se, unless you actually take the time to do that on your next turn, looking around
Oh
for
well.
it, because your action was pretty much well, could it? You know what? I'll give it as a bonus action. So yeah, go ahead, roll your perception. Yeah, perception. This will be good.
Uh, that would be well. It's a 20, but not natural.
No,
16 plus
that
4.
okay. That's good. So this is what's happening. All right, this is perfect. Now you see that you're getting the what kind of surroundings you are and in and what kind of machines these are. You're getting the concept of this is some sort of battle station. There are computers and buttons, things that you might be able to use for like you're guessing functional security systems. It could be lasers, tasers, turrets, whatever it could be, cameras. You just have no power. The ship has no power. But that's what you see around you. Like if there's going to be a big fat red button that you don't press, it's there, okay? But there's no
Uh-huh.
power. So that's is that good? Does that
Yeah.
okay? So that's what you find and discover. Um, Now we're gonna go with Guy. I need water, but go ahead. Oh shit, I have no water.
Okay. Yeah.
Guy,
Sorry,
you're alone now.
I'm empty.
This you want some water? You
uh,
want to get water before your turn?
Definitely.
Huh?
Um, I had a salty dinner and it just
Go,
I'm parched, but that's
go get
okay.
some. No, it's fine because I need
I need
water
to
too.
know.
I need water
I'm
too,
parched.
and we'll figure out your turn. You get water, I get water.
Sounds good. Get water.
Yeah, taste the barren waste without the taste of water. Ooh, clear water. Sorry, I know I'm not the Sons of the Pioneers.
Depends on which ones.
I could I could speak again. Yeah, I was thirsty.
Oh, guy's getting
So
water.
yeah,
That's what's nice about Snapple.
I used to drink those all the time. I used to like Snapples. I
Well, I
don't
also
drink.
drink water too, so
I can't drink. They're too expensive for me. Aren't they like $2, $3?
well, actually I buy them at Costco.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna like this.
If you get them at the store, they're probably $2 a piece.
I believe Guy is carrying like a AT4 or Law Rocket. I don't remember which one he said he took.
They're basically about the same.
I
So
know.
not until you
Yeah.
hit javelin,
You what?
not until you hit the javelin, which you get the specials.
You're not gonna want to carry a javelin.
Well, you can knock down a helicopter with one.
Yeah, but to travel with one though, that's something. All right. Oh crap. Let me open up a window real quick.
Okay, doke.
Um, 1 second, sorry. Gotta see something. That's so. Alright, cool. I didn't even notice that. So, Guy, you saw James turn into a particle cloud and whiz by everybody and go inside the place. Now, there is a fire on the other side of these displacer beasts because of the breach. So you pretty much have small fires on both sides of the breach.
Okay.
Um,
Would it be big enough to port
there's
to?
Yes, there's actually one above the breach hole as well. So like the top of it is on fire still. So you have
Okay.
fire on both sides of the breach and on top. So there's 3 points of that you can get to. Uh, and it is in range. What's your range of it? 50 feet? 30 feet?
I honestly don't remember. I'd take a
Let me
look.
get my book. It's for the what was that skill called?
Electric port,
Was it?
backfire port.
No, it was the
Wasn't it? I think that was a.
drawn to fire. And drawn to
Yeah, I
fire,
don't
that was a
remember
demon
that.
ability.
I don't have that. But,
Yeah, because I grabbed it from here. Can you look up the oh wait a minute, never mind. I might be here already. I think it's a spined demon on 4E. It's not that book.
I don't think I have the 4E.
Okay. Let me look. Or look, it's called Drawn to Fire. Let me Google it. Um, I don't remember if it was 50 feet. I think it was 50 feet. Hmm. Hold on, my phone is taking a long time.
Hmm.
I gotta look for the demon. Maybe it's in this book. I know the ability is called Drawn to Fire, and I think it's a spined demon, but I could be wrong. Page 52. Okay, it's not that book. I should have written it down. Dang it. Alright.
Same.
It's not that book either. Uh, Ooh, the Demonomicon. Here we go. I think it's in
That
here.
might have been it.
Yeah. That's funny. Okay. Hmm. Oh, found it. Ooh, you're gonna like this. Drawn to fire. At will teleportation effect. The lesser fire demon teleports 10 squares to a square adjacent to a fire that fills at least 1 square, or adjacent to an enemy that is taking ongoing fire damage. 10 squares, 50 feet. 5 feet a square.
Teleported 10 squares and next to a fire or an enemy.
That is on fire. Alright, so that's the lesser fire demon ability. That's where we got it from. And
Wow.
I remember I picked it because your demon is fire based. Because
Right.
of Blackport Fire and other abilities. So it only made sense to me to give that to you.
Jimmy.
You have no choice but to accept it because you've been using it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a teleport 10.
Yes. So pretty
Wow.
much,
That is a good range.
yeah. So pretty much, uh, let's say these beasts jumped about 10 feet in front of the entrance, more towards the left side of it, and there's a fire at the entrance on both sides of it and the top of it. So you'll pretty much be 10 feet past the creatures, and they won't even know unless they
Right.
have that kind of alertness. And let me see if they have that kind of alertness.
They might.
But
They're
you don't,
kitty cat.
you won't
Well, I'm
know.
thinking they're cats. Don't forget from where I'm from, these are probably fairly common down there. The original ones. The animal type ones.
hmm Page 70. Now we got the ball rolling again. So, uh, 10 feet past the three displacer beasts, you have one fire on each side of the breach, and then a fire on the top. And
Oh, yeah. They have to be within 5 feet of the fire.
no, when you end, you have to be adjacent to
Right.
the fire. You got to be 10 squares away from the fire.
Yeah, up to 10 squares away from it when I start,
Yeah.
but I
So
need to be 5 within when I finish.
yeah, yeah. So right now you are 10 squares away from it, but you're in
So if
range.
I end up with the one on top, I'm going to be ending up somewhere near the roof. There's nothing to hold on to, and I'm going to fall.
No, there's no, there's a bunch. Remember the ship is slanted, and
Right.
there's all kinds of grooves and indentations in the ship, and then plus there's a bunch of
Okay.
destroyed plating, so you can actually go on the
That'd be an
the
interesting.
shell of the ship and take cover.
Right. That'd be an interesting idea. But no, I'm not. What I was thinking of is just okay. If I'm ahead of them, if I'm uphill of them or downhill of them, or are we both on the same plane and it just landed?
Um,
As I was
if
thinking.
you're at the bottom on the breach of the ground, you'll be
Okay.
you'll be level with them. If you're over
Okay.
the if you're at the top of the breach, the breach is only 10 feet high, so you'll be
Right.
above them. They'll be below you by 10 feet.
What I was thinking of is if it's on a sufficient enough angle, is to slide down into them and just cause all
Oh,
sorts of ruckus like that.
okay,
If I was sitting on top of the slide and they were standing at the bottom, I just go.
okay. So
But if we're on the same angle,
I
we're
see what you're
pretty much
saying.
close to the same angle
I
because
see what
we're
you're saying.
right. Since we just entered the breach, we'll probably be on the same angle. But okay,
No, they're
so
they're they're on the ground. It's
okay.
broken. The ground is broken.
Oh, I see.
And then there's the breach with
Oh,
all
let's
the
see.
debris around it.
Right,
Yeah, the
and we
ground
are
is
with
distorted.
there. In,
The
right,
the
no
ground
problem.
is distorted. It's broken
Okay.
metal. Different
No,
levels
I don't want.
of metal being exposed.
I don't want any metal slivers the size of a knife going into my body.
No, that won't happen on the teleportation. You,
um.
but basically, there where the fire is, you could teleport to next to the fire, and you could be kind of like upside down, hanging, because you're gripping everything with your hands, your tail, and your claws on your
Yeah.
feet. So you could not say that you could climb on walls. It's just with all the grips, you can actually go like at a weird uh angle, like Spider-Man, I guess. Spider
Right.
Demon.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's see.
but let's say okay,
What's that fade strike?
the teleportation is an at will ability. So that's your action. You can still move after
Right.
that.
Well, right. Teleportation is my move action.
It's the
Let's
action.
see.
So you can still move.
Hmm? Oh, it's a reaction.
No, it's an at
Oh,
will
reaction.
ability.
Sorry, my mistake. I'm not hearing stuff right this morning.
No, it's okay. All right, so
Um,
so you want to
okay.
go onto the the fire on the top, and then try to like swing your way inside of the cause
Not yet.
okay, go on. What's your idea?
Actually, I want to hold my action, and as soon as one of these things look like it's going to attack, I want to teleport to the fire that's behind them. And I just want to sit there. Okay, good kitty, and
Ah,
just
okay.
try and as soon as one looks like it's going to attack, I'm going to go bamf
Okay, so that's
and
I see. So you're literally
teleport.
saying, "Oh, good kitty," because
I don't want to attack them. I don't want them to attack me.
okay, so they're in that low position where their front legs are low, their hind legs are high, and then their tentacles are like waving up and trying to
Yeah,
you know get a read on
right.
you. And so the first one starts making
Good
his
kitty,
way up to you, and you're saying that good kitty,
good kitty,
and then
good
he's
kitty.
about to what does he
No, no,
do?
no. This is that.
What does he do?
And if, as soon as I said, as soon as he tries to, I'll let you swing at me, and if you hit, fine. But as soon as he hits, I'm out of there. Because that be my whole action. As soon
Okay.
as he takes a swing at me,
All right,
I'm out of there.
he is he starts getting closer, so he goes from 40 feet away to 30 feet away to 20 feet
No
away,
problem. I just,
and then now he's 15 feet away, and he starts uh waving
no, no,
his two tentacles, and then now
no, no,
he's
no,
10 feet away. He's right there
no,
10
no.
feet away.
You don't want me. You don't want me.
And so he's like kind
You're
of like
good kitty.
pacing
I'm fine.
back,
I'm not digestible to you.
and he's pacing back and
Good kitty.
forth 10 feet
I'll
away
move.
from you, and at 10
I'll
feet
move off to
away,
the side.
here it goes. At 10 feet away,
Okay.
his tentacles lashing at you.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
when you do
Go ahead.
your teleport,
Yeah.
uh,
I said right after he, as I said, if he hits, he hits. I've got no problem with that. That was my cue to teleport.
okay,
So he's going to have to hit or swing at me. Whether or not he hits depends upon his roll.
all right,
But after he hits, I'm going to be out of there on the other side.
okay. So does a 17 hit you?
Probably yes, because we don't have any armor, and my dex +4, so my armor class would be 14.
Didn't one of you have an exosuit?
Oh, plus no, my armor class is 17. That's what it is, right there. It's 10 plus your level plus your dexterity. So
And
my armor class is 17.
I just rolled a 17.
That hits.
Oh. All right. So, yeah, being 10 feet away, he like he was trying to play like he was going to pounce, but instead of pouncing, he lashes his
He
tentacle
hits.
at you, and he does how much
Yeah.
damage?
And I also take any type of special, like if it the special damage that it would do.
Oh, okay.
So
All right, so you take 7 points of damage.
okay.
And what the there's like the tentacle is it's the spear shaped tip of it.
Mm-hmm.
On one side, it's got like what looks like a bunch of spikes, and those spikes just raked into you like yeah, and it got you and then pulled out. So it
Yeah.
broke spikes, it broke a plate, so you have like exposed whatever flesh you have, whatever flesh
Mm-hmm.
color you have. Uh,
Red.
oh, that's right. And then what color blood was it?
Let's go Christmassy and say green.
Green. Okay. Do you want like a neon green like the Predator, or green like the aliens?
Green, more like the alien.
Okay.
More of a seasick green.
All right. So he ripped out a chunk from
Vulcan
like let's
green.
say your chest, your
Mm-hmm.
right chest, like, and the spikes are gone, and what's it called? The tentacle is back. You take your damage, and you're about to you try teleporting at the same time, but he got you right at the same time, and you're at
Mm-hmm.
the which fire did you want to go to? The top
The one
one?
that was behind them.
Okay, the one that the left one.
The left one then.
So
Okay.
now you're behind them. Two of them. You're behind two of them. The two that they're 10 feet away from you. Uh, they don't know you're there though. Oh wait. Actually, I
Right.
don't know that yet. Let me see.
Let's roll perception.
Uh, perception is wisdom.
Hmm.
If I asked you about stealth, since you already did your at will ability, stealth could be a bonus ability, or is that an action? If you try to go stealth,
I'd say it would be more of a move
an action
To the move.
or a move,
or an action. Yeah.
so it would count as an action, is what you're
Action.
saying?
No, I'd count it more of a move.
So okay, so do you want to go while you're moving? Do you want to go stealth?
I can try, but I don't. Let's see what's my
I
stealth.
believe your specialty is stealth, and I believe you get a plus
No,
8 or a plus 9.
my electronics is mechanic, and my demon is acrobatics.
And then you
I don't
had
have a
yeah
bonus of stealth.
yeah you have
Oh, conspiracy
conspiracy,
for some
mechanics,
reason.
acrobatics, and stealth.
No stealth.
Because you get a random, uh, and you
That
get.
was the conspiracy.
Let me see.
You get the one for the each type you are, demon and
I thought the demon.
electrokinetic. Then you get the random. At least that's what I've got down here.
Acrobatics, yeah.
I'd like to have been perception, but or stealth.
Mechanics. And then your bonus is conspiracy. Okay, no stealth. I just want to look something up real quick. Okay, no stealth. So, where now that you teleported behind, let me see if they notice you. Wow.
I'm not trying to. As I said, all of a sudden, boom, boom. I'm
No, it's the teleportation, not the
right.
stealth. Yeah. So you teleported behind them, and what's next? You can move now. It doesn't look like they're reacting to you being behind them.
Well, I will now. Yes, for my movement, I will try and stealthily back away because I don't think I could handle two of them by myself. Since my partner freaked
Remember,
out and disappeared on me.
yeah, remember these guys are rusty and broken
Yeah,
plated. Yeah.
still, as I said, I'm by myself, and okay.
Yeah.
I could probably do it, but I'm already hurting with one of them.
Okay,
Okay,
so
my stealth is actually, as I was saying, I'm trying to back away. Would be 26. I rolled a 19.
okay. So you want to go inside into the breach and ignore them? They
Uh,
have
yeah, as I'm trying to back up. I'm trying to get away from them. So yes, I would like to go back into the breach.
All right, so
And
this is what's happening. These
I
things
got an idea.
these things as you're going into the breach, you're seeing you're kind of like watching them at the same time, right? Because you don't want to
Yeah.
be caught by surprise. You're seeing that they're looking for you, but the way they're looking for you is they kind of like phase in and shift 5 feet and phase back,
Mm,
and then they're circling around and they're looking everywhere. They I rolled a 1.
okay,
So
no problem.
they have no sight of you. In if you're going inside and you rolled
Yeah.
your stealth, it looks like they're
You
uh
know, I
it,
know how to take care of this. I know how to take care of this. Since I am inside now,
oh
and they're outside.
keep that thought. This is
Yeah,
happening.
no problem.
Uh, you being inside the ship. Uh, they don't see this. Electricity is sparking from your body onto the computers. And
Hmm.
James, you're looking at these computers, right? You
Yeah,
see the big red button?
yeah.
The screens start coming on for you.
Ooh,
James, Guy, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, one of the longer halls that I can just happen to if I pass. I don't know how many I pass or
Hmm.
what I pass. I want to yell down it. Something's eating some motorcycles out here.
Okay. All right. And you hear something. Somebody. A grunting voice. Uh. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. You're shouting it out.
If they hear it even. Yeah.
Uh.
They may hear me, and they may have been distracted by something else, but or the gruesome twosome out there.
Let me see.
And James, or
You're yelling as loud as
Sam,
you can.
yeah,
Do you have your radio on?
Okay.
probably.
Somebody responds, and you hear very gurgling of a kind of like a slimy, liquidy voice, a very guttural, deep-throated, like
Mm-hmm.
almost like a amphibious frog-like thing. And you hear somebody stealing our bikes. What? And then
I didn't say stealing. I said eating.
eating. No way. And then you hear this like a like a bunch of armor coming through. And what it is this frog guy, and he's got like a hydration suit on him.
Okay.
So he's sloshing around, and he's running into your guys' room, but this is what happens, all right? Because the electricity from the guy was turning on
Mm-hmm.
computers. As he's running up the hallway, James, just before this guy starts running up, before you notice that he's actually coming up. Oh, James, roll your perception. I know it's going to be obvious. I just want to. This is going to be
Oh,
something
How much
else.
detail?
Yes, yes. How much detail all at once? Because now the computers are coming on. You're having an understanding of what's going on with these computers.
17.
17. All right, good. Your perception is good. Now roll your science. You get a plus
Ooh,
8 to science. You don't have to. I'm just giving you a
uh,
heads up.
24.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna wait for Guy.
I'm
Okay.
here. I'm here.
Okay. So he rolled a 17 for his perception, and he rolled a 24 for his science. This is what happens. All right. Not the ship. The ship isn't booting up. What's happening is these consoles are booting up, and this diagonal, weird,
Mm-hmm.
elevated thing. Uh, James, you're kind of like in a crouched position trying to read
Huh.
these computers. So they're turning on for you, and you're hearing that you know that the guy is coming. You hear how close with the how his speed. That's why I wanted to roll. You're judging his speed and the sound that he's making coming down the hallway to your positioning. And at the same time, you have a full understanding of how these computers work. And you're looking at the screens as they're popping up and booting, and you're seeing outside turret systems, inside security systems like uh, what's it called? You could do door locks, door openings in this sector. You could do door locks, door openings, laser beam fences to close corridors, things like that in this quarter. If you can think of something technological for security system in this section, you can do it. You got turret guns that can auto lock on those displacer beasts. You could seal this guy running down the corridor into a room and put gas in there, or vacuum the air out of there. This is what you're seeing from this computer console.
I see it's more some type of suit. I don't know if it. Well, we
What do
said
you
something about a laser.
say that one more time?
You said something about a laser.
You if Okay, this security system, you have control of turrets on the outside of the ship, and they can lock onto the displacer beasts on the outside to shoot them. All right.
Well, right now they're not a problem. Our problem is on the inside.
Yeah, inside is the dude that you hear him coming. You know that with all these computers on, there's no hiding for you. You got these. You still have the wisps on you. You're still in combat. What's it called?
Mm-hmm.
It it's basically this guy came in. There's no power. He's coming out. Now there's power. There's a wisp. a wisp of dark matter shroud, and there's a demon with electricity coming off of him into computers. It's going to be well. You did roll your stealth, all right.
Yes, he did.
Well,
Uh,
that was actually
the displacer
for the
beasts.
beast.
Yeah, so they don't see you, but this guy coming in, he's going to catch all of that. So you
No.
have one action. You can either attack the dude physically or use your powers, or you can activate the computer to shoot the displacer beast from the outside, or you can wait, you can do the displacer beast and you can isolate this guy going down the corridor if you wanted to.
Isolate him.
You're gonna close him. Okay, so
Yeah.
the doors come up. Do you want doors or do you want the laser beam gate to close the corridor? So it's basically like locking him in a corridor with laser beam bars, like a jail but with laser beam bars.
You should go just for the door.
Okay.
I like the lasers, but
All right. So the door closes in front of him, and then he looks behind him to try to look for another way out, and then the door closes behind him. Now he's inside this corridor by himself, and he's isolated. He's pounding on the window, like the little glass thing from the hatch. You guys are safe now, but did you want to do anything with the displacer beasts?
if we have time, sure, we'll shoot him.
Okay, so you're pushing the button.
Yeah.
And so what's you're seeing that the computers are generating like an auto lock um, on the screens,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear you could hear the laser beams on the outside, and if you want to look, you could kind of see them too. But from your angle, it's not like you're going to see the full combat. You're just going to see metal
Right.
shots being into the ground, and then But anyways, what's happening is these turrets are on the outside of the ship start going into operation, and they're shooting like twin lasers at these displacer beasts. And as the
Mm-hmm.
displacer beasts are getting shot at, they're being phased. Like they phase from one spot 5 feet over to another spot, but then the laser beams just catch up to them and end up shooting them. And one's trying to run away, then it starts shooting its legs and blows it in half and stuff like that. But
Oh,
in the
Yeah.
end, the lasers are tearing up these displacer beasts and killing them. Uh, the guy inside the corridor now, he's banging on it, and he pulls out his gun and he shoots through the window, and he breaks it. But when he shoots, James, he's shooting at you.
That's +5.
Minus
Seven,
five. Minus
minus
five.
5.
All right. So does a 8 hit you?
No.
Why not? No, I'm kidding. Alright, so he shot and he goes, "Open this damn door!" And then he's like shooting, but he's missing. Alright, and what do you want to do? Wait. Uh, I
Put your
messed up.
gun away.
Hold on. James just did his turn. He turned on the turrets. You could still move. The guy.
Can I move on?
The
Can I
guy.
move under the window?
Okay, so
Let's
you
say
want
this is the window's here.
Yeah, so
Move
he's
under
trying to
the
shoot through
window.
he's trying to shoot you through the window. He's got his gun out stick like the barrel of his pistol is out the window, just the barrel. And he's trying to get angles at you and shooting at you, but you're navigating around the systems and like
And getting underneath it.
the angles are good enough for you to be able to crawl around and get there safely. To that hatch, and you're there. You make it. He's trying to shoot at you, then he's out of bullets. But what's it called? As you're at the window. You're below the window on the door. What do you want to do?
Do I have any ammo on me?
Wait a minute. Actually, you can only do
Oh.
the movement because you already did your action.
Well, what I'm saying is I can still look for ammo. I can't do anything with it, but
No,
do I have any?
the ammo that you have on you is from the Emporium. Do you remember what ammo you guys collected? I remember there was like 7.62, 5.56, sniper rounds. I do
But
remember.
guy's got the sniper round ammunition. You see the sniper rifle.
And there's
Did we
also
get any
SMG. There
grenades?
was like now nine. There was flash grenades. I remember there was stun grenades. There was no frag grenades. There was smoke. I remember there was smoke, flash, and stun. I remember you guys got all those.
Well, a stun grenade would be good. Thanks, next turn.
Okay. So all right. So you moved to the door. Now it is Guy's turn. Alfonso, what are you doing? You you
I
you
would like.
you heard all the laser explosions and you hear the growling from the displacer beasts being destroyed, and Alfonso it took a shot from the glass. And what are you doing?
I'll sit there, shake my head. Put that bloody gun away before you hurt yourself. We were trying to protect you us, uh, from us removing the threat to your motorcycles.
And then
Okay?
he goes, "Well, why'd you lock me inside of here? I was trying to go to my
Because
bike."
you were going to run out into the field of fire, and automatics would have cut you down too.
And he goes, "Oh, oh, yeah, his
Okay, I'm going to open up the door,
and then okay, so you open the door, and
and I'll
James,
look. I'll look at him.
wait, hold on. James is in front of the door, below the window, kind of like crouched, hidden. The guy pulls his gun inside, and he's listening to you, and you're gonna open the door. Uh,
Yes,
James, yeah, James, do you stop him or anything like that? Do you see that he's moving to open the door?
Let's make sure he's not hostile before we open the door.
he won't be. He can hear you.
He goes, "Yeah, I can hear you," and he goes,
So
and he says, "I don't even know what kind of freaking thing that you are, but you're talking about being hostile and you're shooting lightning from your body."
I can control it most of the time.
Yeah, the lights are turning on as you're moving forward. So like as you're moving
I
forward,
can control it.
systems are going off, and then
Yeah,
new
something like
systems are coming on.
yeah, I'm thinking of something like Van Allen, or not a Van Allen, one of those generators, Tesla coil, and a uh,
Oh,
fluorescent
zap
light, right?
something and then sparks come out. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
That's exactly what's
Tesla
happening.
coil, Tesla
Or
coil, and fluorescent lights.
yeah, all right. Yeah, and he's watching you, and he's like, he says, "What are you?" That's what he says. He goes, "What are you?"
I wrote it down. I wrote it down. I wrote it down, but I don't remember where. I come from. Oh, good grief! I mentioned the place. I wrote it down. I swear I did. I can never remember where. That was the sheep encounter.
I'll wait.
Uh,
I did this the other day too. I was talking to uh, uh,
Claymore? No.
yeah, I was talking to somebody and I was trying to tell him something that I was learn another language and I was like, I could do it. I know it. Don't tell me. Don't
Yeah.
help me.
Origin. No, I just. No, it's not on that page either. I've got like 5 different pages with notes on them. Oh, Ithran.
There you go. Yes, good. So
I
you
come
tell
from
him.
Ithran.
He goes, "What the hell is it, Ryan?" It's probably that exactly. He goes, "What the hell is it,
To
Ryan?"
be honest with you, I'm not sure where it is from here either.
Oh, he said, "What the hell?
What
What
the
is
hell?
it, Ryan?"
It's the place I come from. Where do you come from? I've never seen what the hell you are either.
What was this place? Oh gosh, what did I say it was? I never did say what city it was that Robot City went on top of, did I?
No.
No,
That's right, you
I
never
don't
found
think
out,
you
huh?
did.
Well,
No,
the
we.
only problem is what do you been from it?
Mm.
No.
Well, he says he's from the fog zone, and the yeah, that's what he says. He says I'm from the fog zone,
Okay.
and he
Listen,
goes.
I haven't heard that either. So.
He says it's one of the more humid areas of the sewers below Robot City.
Ah.
And he goes,
Okay.
he goes, that's why I need this suit when I'm out in scavenging or salvaging. I need to make sure I'm hydrated.
Hmm. Well.
Yeah. So if he looks okay, you know those old suits like what was that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old diving suits with
Yeah.
the
The like sea hunt,
yeah. All right.
the one with the diving helmet on, and.
Trick of the
So
heart suit?
and
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. What?
James, you're
Mm-hmm.
here. You're seeing that the computers are operating again, and it's getting it's like doing its own programming. Something's happening with the computers as they're being turned on from.
See if you can fix that.
I'll try using my science on it.
You know, you already rolled successfully for your science, so you could just go to it and just be like, "What's going on?" So,
Okay, I'll go up and go, what's going on?
assuming that during the small talk between Alfonso and the demon, the frog guy,
Right.
his name, he says his name is I'm sweating right here. He says his name is Sludge.
Sludge.
Sludge. And he tells you that he's a expert treasure hunter, scavenger, salvager, finder of things, and seller of products.
Sounds like a very entrepreneurial uh, business.
He says, if there's a profit to be made, I'll make it. All right, and so while you guys are talking, James, you're looking at the computers and you're assessing it. You're seeing that the computer is talking to itself, and it's writing some sort of code. And from this code, it looks like it's being more is a report of things that are happening. So as this thing is going, and you're reading it, you're reading that what's called specimen has been uh, captured and detained and taken for assimilation. Uh, is talking about reviving RC7 and providing RC7 with a new body using the specimen that it has just received. And it's also making reports of 12 other casualties from within, uh, but only that one captive taken and being processed for some sort of designing of a new body. That's what you're making out from the computers. And this new body, now that there's actually power coming on from the computers, uh, how do I say it? This download, while the power is on, is going into the body. So as long as Alfonso is standing where he's at, this thing is being built. And you don't know what it is. You just know it's being called RC7, according to the computer. That's
Terrific.
what you get for rolling like a 27 science.
No, 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 no. My mind is going with Dragon Ball Z and the androids. That's all.
Oh, wait, I messed up. I shouldn't. I messed up. I said that there was 12 beings killed, right?
Something like that.
Ignore that. Ignore that. One person captured uh 12 other beings encountered during the detaining of the specimen. So there's
Okay.
12 other beings inside of here combating the system trying to get the captured being. The captured being is being turned into something else being called
Mm-hmm.
RC7. So the 12 other people, they're not dead. They're engaged in combat with the security systems over there. That's what's happening. I didn't mean to say that they were dead.
Okay.
Okay? Did that make sense, James?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you want to give a report of what you're seeing to Guy, to
Well,
Alfonso?
basically, can I get Guy on the radio?
No, he's right next to you.
I understand that. I'm just saying, can I get him on the radio?
Oh, yeah. So you don't want the other dude to hear.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Go. I got it. So go ahead. You talk to him. You interpret it as best as you can understand. Go
Well, I think our friend here's playmates are one of them is getting converted. I don't know if it's our ship or whose ship, but unfortunately, 7 of 3 basically is about to get a new body.
Hmm. Oh. By the way, did you have anybody with you when you came on?
He goes, yeah. We're like I was saying. I have my people over here, my employees, and they do all the wrecking, transporting,
Right.
salvaging, and
Yeah.
they're my manual labor.
Yeah. And where are they now?
Inside, exploring.
How many? How many? Ask him how many?
13. 13 others. 14 including myself.
Uh, okay.
And he
We
goes,
need to.
are you gonna open this door or what?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so you open the door.
Hey, well, since Sam is standing right there, hey Sam, open the door.
Okay.
All right.
Did he put his weapon away?
Yeah, he put his weapon.
Yeah.
He put his
Okay.
weapon away. So the door goes.
I thought I opened it. Sorry, off. I thought I opened it.
I did.
So,
What's it called? What I was saying that you guys were talking because James was right
through the
there, and
broken
then
window.
he said to oh, it's okay. Well,
Okay.
it's open. It's open then. All right. So
No problem.
got it. It's open now.
Guys,
You're telling him how many people are there? He said 13, 14 including myself.
we better go check on them. I think the systems might have decided that they were parasitic infection and tried to eliminate them.
Parasitic infection. Try to eliminate them. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What happened? This whole place was dead, destroyed.
Yes.
Everything was turned off.
Well, it wasn't destroyed. The the systems needed to reboot, and then the self-repair systems came on. And if they're in here, they may have decided, hey, they were unauthorized intruders. Excuse me a second.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some water. No.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm gonna wait for him. He's right there.
No, so the system might have thought you were were unauthorized intruders, and decided to take its own what do you want to call it?
One thing.
Self-defense.
All right. And he rolls. And he goes. The ship is dead. I don't see how it can do that. But
The ship just needed to be rebooted.
let's let's go see what's going on. He doesn't comprehend the urgency of what you're saying. I rolled for it.
Okay.
So he's walking down,
Better get.
and
Yes.
all right. And as are you going with him, both of you guys?
Yes.
All right. So as you're going through, the tunnel, sorry, Guy is walking away
Yeah.
from the systems, and James, you're looking at the systems. You're
Hmm.
seeing the progress bar going, and the progress bar only went up to like 35%, and then the computer shut down. So the construction, you're guessing, may have stopped at 35% of whatever what was being built.
Hmm.
All right. Now you you catch that. So
Yeah.
you're going in, and more lights are coming on, more sparks are happening, and what's it called? More of the ship is illuminating, and you're going through pathways and stuff. Uh, oh, before the computer lost its power, James, you got a quick uh, map of the ship. So you downloaded the whole schematic, and you know every pathway, nook and cranny, to make this easy.
Okay.
All right, so you have a digital download of it, and then the power started fading out, and you saw the progress bar of the new body being created only at 35%. Um, you guys are going through the halls, going through the corridors, and you probably travel around, let's say, would be a maze of almost circling 2 blocks. All right, that kind of a walk through the ship, and you go to this one area that looks like it's more of an open, um, centralized uh, part of the ship. It's not small corridors anymore. It's if there was a how can I describe this? Um, there is uh, mm, there's a capsule in the middle, fully protected by some sort of force field. In that middle, you see that there is a body of a metal person with a glass around the brain. There are small portions of a face, like you see a jaw, you see a nose, uh, a little bit of the neck. You see a piece of
Hmm.
arm. You see abdominals, and then the rest of it is like junk metal. But it's the fleshy part is not surgically grafted well. It's so it's the process of the thing being built stopped. So
Hmm.
inside this capsule, there's no power, but somehow from the guy turning on the electricity, it charged a backup generator somewhere. So now the systems here are in full automation mode, and the turrets that are
Hmm.
inside this area protecting the capsule is shooting at Sludge's mercenaries, and they're trying to shoot back at the lasers, but it's like a gunfight. Um, in order for you to go in there, let me see. All you got to do is just open the door. Guy, your electricity is
Hmm.
turning on the computers in this area. You're observing this battle going on through the glass, and as the systems are turning on, you hear uh, a voice, James, because now you're
Huh?
so close to the central part of this ship. You hear a voice saying, "Sam, help me!" It's a girl's voice. It's you're sure it's 7 of 3,
Hmm.
and what's it called? It's almost like 7 of 3 is losing power. trying to form a new body but can't. And the Sludge's people are shooting at the turrets and trying to get their person back. And you have a feeling that in order for them to get their person back, they're going to destroy 7 of 3, what's left. And you don't think that these people are going to be happy about 7 of 3 taking one of theirs. Maybe. I don't know. But they're shooting at everything. They're destroying everything. They got rockets. Do you know that photon rocket launcher I told you about that they had outside? They're using it again. Like they're shooting at the above 7 of 3, and it looks like that the security systems are now going into haywire. So instead of just locking on the targets, they're shooting at everything else, just sporadically random fire, and then finally Sludge's team destroys all the security systems, and you hear them cheering, going like, "Woo, yeah, we came with the right things this time, boys. Come on, let's go get Sherry back." No, not Sherry. I don't want to say Sherry. I don't even know why I said that. Sherry's I'm not gonna say it.
A friend.
Uh, their friend.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say Irene. Ooh, yeah, let's go get Irene back, boys. And then they start walking up, and they have like buzz saws and surgical lasers, and they're trying to open the capsule now, like they're grinding into their. And Sludge says, "Well, looks like my boys got everything under control. Time to claim
No,
the
they
ship
don't.
and its components." And he goes, "What do you mean? No, they don't."
Well, if they break open that capsule, she's going to die.
How
Just
so?
look at her.
He's
She's
looking.
half transformed or whatever she's transformed into. It's only the machine that she's in is keeping her alive.
What do we do then?
Well, mourn for her because she's not going to be herself when she comes out.
And he
She's
says,
probably going to die if she doesn't get fully transformed.
he goes, "That's more of an urgency for us to get her out of there then." And he gets on the radio. He goes, "Boys, get her out of there, and make it urgent, with urgency." And you hear, "Roger that."
Okay.
And then they start.
Okay. She get out of there. She's probably going to die
And he's saying,
because she won't have the back are keeping her alive now.
"All right." And then James, as they're opening up as they're buzz sawing the things,
She's too.
huh? You're hearing like oh, we lost Guy.
He's back again. Oh, he's muted. I was going to say, it's not. Oh, well, should I use the grenades? My stun grenades?
I'll wait for Guy to come back.
Okay.
I'm here.
All right, cool. So yeah, he radios them to get in and to get her out of there with urgency and haste, or she's going to die, or she's going to be not be herself anymore. That's what they're saying. And
I'll just shake my head.
I got stalled. What just happened?
Sludge?
Sludge. Oh, yeah, he's radioed them to get her with the urgency, saying that um these two people that are with me, they seem to know a lot about what's going on over here, and they're saying that if we don't get Irene out of there, she won't be the same. But they're saying if we get her out of there, she's going to die. And he goes, "Boys."
More than likely will. Yes.
He goes, "Boys."
Because as you can see, she's not the same now as she once was when she came in.
And he goes, "Boys, Irene is our treasury. She has all of our money, all of our information, everything. You better pull her out of there before we lose all our credits." And then they're like, That's my paycheck too. We'll get her out of there right now. And so, James, you're hearing, um, Sam, they're going to kill me. Please help me. It's
What is that?
703.
Flashbang grenades.
Huh?
Somebody used the flashbang grenades.
Okay. All right. So in order to use it, you're gonna have to like break the glass from where you're at. You're not gonna be able to run over there and make it to them. You're gonna have to break the glass, like shoot through the glass, and then throw the
Well,
grenade.
actually, if I can open a door, I could shoot the grenades that way.
It's you're not going to get to the main chamber of this area. You're in like a control room, and to get into there, you're gonna have to go through like more
Can I
rooms.
pull the air out of the room, out of
Uh,
their chamber?
you want to do that?
Yeah,
Okay, so then you start messing around with the computers,
yeah.
and then as you're doing that, Sludge he pulls out his pistol. He goes, "Leave my you better unless you're helping, you better stay away from those machines." That's what Sludge says.
I put my hand on his shoulder.
Okay.
With the other hand, I'm going to have some on Sludge's shoulder, and have some with the other hand. So I've got one hand here. With the other hand, I'm going to just have a few sparkles
Oh.
come off of my hand and try and intimidate him into, you don't want to do that, sir.
Okay. Roll your
And just the way I said, you don't want to do that, sir.
yeah, roll your intimidation. And
Let's see. Let's see, intimidation. That would probably be and here it's called interaction.
yes,
I don't see they have intimidation as
you have interaction, don't you? Or is
intimidation.
it was it no, it was James that has interaction. So for you
Well,
it's going
I
yeah.
really like, this dice has been really doing good for me, even
Okay.
when we were back in the D&D.
Oh
It's
nice.
18 and 4 is 22.
Okay. I rolled a 17, so all right. You're intimidating him, right? And you
That's all I
see
really want. I'm not.
when you
I
say
don't
that,
want to hurt him.
yeah, when you say that, the thought clicks into his head and he goes, "Boys, I'm being restrained here. Uh what's it called? He says, "Boys, I'm being restrained here. Do what you have to do to get Irene out of there." And then he pulls out his gun and he starts pointing it at what's it called? James. And he shoots. James, does a 17 hit you? Well, remember I said he pulled his gun out? So
I already had it out,
yeah, he already had it out.
and so he had it out, or however he was holding it.
And
I'm restrained by my camera's angle.
okay. And you had the
Yeah,
sparks and he got scared and now he's got a demon on him. He's terrified. His first thought is self-preservation to let his people know, like, yeah, you scared him.
okay. So no problem.
All right, James, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, he took a shot at you. He rolled a 17. Did that hit you?
Well, 17 minus the 5 because it's still on.
No, it's
No,
probably
it's
been,
the
Well, no, it says until the end of the encounter. This is
yes,
still
yeah,
part of the encounter, so.
yeah. It's a different encounter now because you've traveled along the ship. but but since it's a new encounter, your mutations reset. No, wait, no, wait,
so
no,
what's your
wait.
dex?
Mutations don't reset until a rest, but
Right.
you just have the rest of your cards. Okay.
So what's your dexterity modifier?
wasn't that high. It was
2,
well, I
3.
think 3.
Well, okay,
Well, I
that
also
makes
had light armor on.
No, we didn't have any armor on.
Well, in case
We
I'll
got
do
that stripped of, we got that stripped of us when we went into the arena.
then I'll do my shimmer shield then.
James, your
So its
dexterity
armor
is a
class would be
16.
16.
Oh, your AC, I have 14 with the shield is 15. But then there was upgrades. That's right. Let me look at the character sheets themselves.
Yeah, but what it's his 10 plus level plus dexterity modifier. So that'd be 13 plus his dexterity modifier.
You're 16.
16. No, okay. I'm missing information. I'm not processing something. All right. So what's your AC then?
16, he said.
16.
1-6.
Okay, and I rolled a 17. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
And so he takes a shot, and where is that? It's single. Uh, it's a heavy pistol, single fire. Okay, here we go. You take 9 points of damage, and the guy he starts stepping back too, like he's terrified of Guy,
Mm-hmm.
and now he really feels like what's it called? He opened fire. He panicked, so he opened fire. He alerted his boys, and that what's it called? That you guys are betrayed, and so James, now you're gonna throw your stun grenade.
Yeah.
So you got shot.
Well, can I shoot it at him?
Oh wait. Let's do this, all right? Because you pull out. It's not so much that you pull out a stun grenade. You want to do that.
Yeah.
This is what happens. The guy shoots you. The bullet goes through the back of your shoulder because you're facing the computers. The bullet goes through the back of your shoulder, out the front, and shoots the window and blows that window open and shatters it. Like that's how big a bullet this thing is.
I am.
And but now your window is open, so you have a good chance of throwing that flash grenade that you want to throw at them. But also, but yeah, when the glass opened, some of the people in that chamber turned around, and they're what's it called? They see that what's it called? There's the demon with his hand on the boss's shoulder with electricity. The glass is shot open. You want to toss a stun grenade, but before you toss a stun grenade, we'll say, Guy, you have
Yes,
your
sir.
electricity fingers happening, and your hand is on the guy's shoulder, and he was trying to back away, scared of you after he shot. What are you doing with that electricity in your fingers?
Electric Boogaloo.
Okay, go ahead and do it.
Well, since I have my hand on his shoulder, do I need to roll to hit?
Um,
Or did he duck off out of my shoulder?
no, it's just
Or duck out of my grasp? As he shot James. Or shot Sam.
let me see. I mean, you still have range, right, with it? But
Well, as long as he's touching him.
Electric Boogaloo is a touch. The backfire port has a range.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, so no, he tried backing away, but it's one of those things where he's like hesitant, trying to back away from you. So your hold is stronger than his will to back off because you intimidated him, type of thing. And yeah, you still have to roll the fortitude. You have to beat his fortitude.
Now let's see.
So wisdom plus level.
Wisdom plus level. My wisdom is 16. Level is 3. That makes it 9. Or level is 3. That's 19.
Wisdom plus your level. 19.
Oh,
Okay.
plus I have.
Now do
Or no, my fortitude.
1d10 damage. Yeah, 1d10 plus wisdom modifier.
Plus wisdom modifier is 11
And
times.
twice your level.
That's
6.
that's so that'd be 17.
And the target takes a -2 penalty to all defenses until the end of his turn. Alright, so now this is what's happening between the liquid inside of his suit. Actually amplifies that. He's vulnerable to electricity,
I do
so
that.
he gets uh double. No, plus 10 because he's vulnerable. So, what was that number again that you rolled? Or
11.
11?
Wait a minute. 11. Wait a minute. 11, 17 actually.
Okay, 17.
It'll be 27.
Yeah. Okay, 27. And so he gets electrocuted. He is, you know, what's it called? Doing the
Twitching.
whole electricity dance. He's spazzing out. And, what's it called? His roll your damage.
I just
Wait,
did. That
oh,
was a
sorry,
17.
Okay.
27.
27. He's
17
doing
plus whatever.
he's doing the whole spaz dance. He's being electrocuted.
Yeah.
He's got double,
Electric Boogaloo.
and he falls down, and he's down. He's electrocuted and dead. His guys see that, and they start. Some of them turn around and start opening fire in your guys' direction. But they're missing. They're hitting the.
Stun grenade.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Well, we're gonna say. Are you? Are you gonna throw it to the center of the group? Is that what you're
Yeah.
trying to do? So for this, then, instead of an attack, a dexterity. Does that sound fair? Or do you want an attack?
Well, it's up to you. They're in a confined space.
Well, let's say you want to throw it in the middle of the group and not at a specific target. Because if you're throwing it at a specific target, then you're gonna get negatives bypassing all the other targets. It's because then the character's kind of like half concealed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're just throwing it to the middle of the group, I'll say it's going to be a dexterity. That way, it's more like a basketball shot, or not a basketball shot. I'm going to say it's more of an
baseball.
athletic skill thing, trying to just make it inside the middle of the group rather than a direct attack. Because if I say it's a failed attack, then then um then I'll be like, okay, does another guy get hit? Does another guy get hit? No. So in this case, I'm going to say with a group of 12 people, we're going to have you roll uh, dexterity or do you have acrobatics? No. We're going to have you roll dexterity. Uh, if you
So
make
what would it be? D20 plus or minus what?
D20 plus dexterity,
And what is it? Plus 3?
and this is what it would be like.
What about level?
What? Hold on.
Would I get the level?
No. What I'm going to do is have a difficulty set to moderate. That way you have 50-50 chance of getting the crowd and a chance of missing. All right. So
12.
12? Okay, good. All right, so you throw it in the middle, near enough in the middle, and it stuns everybody for 1 round. Well, it doesn't stun them. Let me roll what's your fortitude?
It was 18.
Everybody is stunned. And some people are not just flashed, but they're like deafened, and some of them are caught off guard that they crouch down to the ground. Except for one. One finishes opening the chamber, and you hear the seal go psh as the plate is exposed. And as he's about to grab the girl inside, uh, let's see here. We got to do an initiative. I'm gonna count this as a fresh round, even though James just threw a flash grenade. All right. Where did my paper go? I just had it. So go ahead, roll initiative.
Ooh, 15.
Okay. Oh, what did you roll, Guy?
11.
11. Okay. So here's what happens, all right? They go first. Uh, the guys that were stunned for 1 round, they're recovering. They're rubbing their eyes, and then the ringing from their heads, they're recovering. That's their turn. The one guy that opened up the breach, he tosses his buzzsaw, yanks the girl inside by the arm, and pulls her out. The girl inside, like I said, it's a exposed brain with a glass case. There's metal over the eyes. Um, there are eye shapes, but no real optics. There's there's a throat. There's a mouth. There's an arm. When he yanked the arm, he broke the flesh, broke the arm, and twisted the metal. And the body, uh, being at the 35% progress being built, he yanked the body out, and it doesn't really what's it called? Walk out. It's more like flimsy falls, and um, more more tissue gets broken, more bones get broken, and 7 of 3 bangs their head on the floor. The brain rattles. So our 7 of 3 got the same initiative as this guy, same exact initiative, except he grabbed her, and because her dexterity at this point is probably like a 3. You know, even though the initiative was 17, her dexterity is like a 3. So he's going to naturally go first. And just from going out of there, 7 of 9 takes brain trauma. 7 of 3 takes brain trauma, broken arms, bruising. Remember I was saying that the surgical cuts, they weren't mended properly, so it's like open flesh right there. So she takes. Oh, damn. I just rolled 2d6. I rolled 11.
Yeah.
Oh,
So when you were hearing 7 and 9 saying "help me," now it's more like a ear-piercing screech, like a psychic yell from her to you.
Uh-huh.
Um, roll your reflex. No, no, I'll say fortitude. Roll your fortitude, just to see if it deafens you for a second.
15.
Okay, you're fine. All right, so what's it called? But yeah, that noise made a really loud, ear-piercing shriek from 7 of 3 taking brain damage. So you know that she's about to die. Um, you guys can hop out of the office, this office window, but you won't be behind any cover. Um, it's Sam. It's your turn.
I'll do a shimmer shield, and then I'll go through the window.
Okay, so let me see this. Oop, where are your cards at? What did you do with your cards? Ah,
Absolutely nothing.
okay. You surround yourself with a shimmering shield of electromagnetic force. You gain resistance 10 physical damage. Do you want to overcharge this or not?
What the hell? Why not?
Well, this card is ready. Whenever you take electricity damage, you instead regain that many hit points.
Ooh,
Uh, roll 10 or higher. Good luck.
11.
Okay, you got it. So, remember this. Every round you're going to take 2 hit points regeneration from when you start taking damage.
Uh-huh.
And whenever you take electricity damage, that's going to be what you regain in hit points.
Okay.
All right. So right now you get a minus 10 to physical damage. All right. All right. So you do that. You mutate and you what's it called? Get this shield of electromagnetic force around you. And Guy, you see that your electricity kind of like he's got his shield happening. So that's your action. Now your movement, James.
Uh, but I've got my arm loaded.
Say that one more time.
Is my arm loaded?
Is your what?
Did I get the ammunition in there?
weapon.
Wait. Say,
He wants ammunition.
oh, okay. You had. I remember you had 5.56, 7.62, and sniper ammo. Didn't you
Well, the
have?
actual
Yeah.
guy had the sniper ammo.
Oh, guy had it. Okay. So
Yeah.
do you want to ask him for some? Or do you want a sniper ammo?
Well, I'll just use the 7.62 then.
Okay. So we'll say. Do you want to make a AK-47 light or do you want to make a RPK heavy machine gun with the
Well,
7.62?
I don't want to spray ammunition loosely. I'd go for the sniper because I want to just take the one guy out.
Okay, there
Yeah,
are 7.62 sniper rifles. I don't know. A Dragunov. There we go.
Yeah,
We'll say. Do you want to have a scope on there too?
if I can.
How many zooms do you want? Up to like
4.
4 times zoom. Okay. You could actually do 12 times zoom if you wanted to. And we'll say. Mm, no, no, never mind. Okay. So. Uh, you have the 7.62 Dragunov, your arm, and fire. Who do you want to shoot at? You got the 12 guys that are recovering, and then that one that dropped 7 of 9. 7 of
That
3.
one.
The one that dropped 7 of 3, you're going to shoot him?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
26.
Ooh, roll your damage. Let's see. Wait. Because you don't know what the damage is, right? You don't have the table.
No.
2d10. Excuse me.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm going to call it a heavy two-handed gun, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what it is.
Okay, so roll.
Yeah.
14.
14? Alright, so you shoot him. Boom, and you pretty much shot him center mass. And it's weird because for him, when he just moved 7 of 9 and 7 of 3 and 7 of 3 collapsed, he was like looking at her like how brittle his friend was, and possibly did more trauma than good, like Guy was trying to say before. Uh, and then while he's looking at her on the floor, he gets shot in his chest, and he goes down. He's not dead, but he goes down. Um, do you want to do anything else?
I'll
No,
make some
wait,
kind
wait,
of.
wait, wait, wait. We can't do that. We cannot do that because you did your shimmer shield.
Right.
So I was asking if you wanted to do movement, and you asked for ammo. So I basically was saying you were gonna have
Well,
2 turns. Let me back up.
well. Yeah, he also jumped through the window.
That's fine. That was the movement. Okay, did you want to jump through the window, James? Was that what?
Yeah.
No? No.
No, he did. I'm not.
Okay. All right. So you're jumping through the window, and there are machines that you can take cover behind once you're out of there. But are you trying to run all the way up to them to get into close
Well,
combat, or how? What are you trying to do?
well, I'm trying to 7 of 3.
Wait, say that one more time.
It's the 7 of 3.
Okay. All right. So in this case, let's say 7 of 3 is probably around 50, no, 60 feet away from you. All right, from you guys, 60 feet. And the 12 people are surrounding her immediate vicinity. There are computers and other systems around there, but the chamber is, you know what? The chamber is still slanted, so everything is off balance. The people that got stunned and stuff, you know, it's a very awkward battlefield, I should say. Everyone is off balance. Um, Now, when you go in out of that office and into their chamber, you can take immediate cover and
I
use
will.
the awkward stances as your to your advantage. And then we'll say it's Guy's turn. Alfonso.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, Alfonso.
Okay. I'm going to take the rifle. I believe I've still got the 50 cal on me,
Okay.
Yes.
and I'm going to rest it on the windowsill.
With the bipod. Got it. Okay.
Well, no, I'm going to use the windowsill as the support,
All right, no
not the bipod.
bipods. Just barrel onto.
Uh,
I got it. Okay.
So, and uh, sit there and yell, "Everybody, weapons down!" And here's this 50 cal looking out from the windowsill at everybody. And this boy's, "Everybody, weapons down!" And they're still stunned. So
Yeah.
also, so
No, they recovered.
oh, they recovered.
That was their turn. Only the
Oh,
one
okay, they
guy
recovered.
moved. Yeah, they
Okay,
recovered.
okay, no problem. And as I said, it's just one of those, and
You're
uh,
waiting. Are you waiting for?
I'll hold until see if anybody somewhat hesitates. And then so
Well,
I may be a demon, but I don't really.
let's say you're
I'm
holding your
not really a
action.
killing crazy. Yeah, hold action with that.
But let's say, okay, for holding your action, let's say if any, do you want to make it where you're reacting to anybody causing harm
Anybody
to?
who's not going to be setting their weapons down.
No, I was gonna say if
Oh,
somebody is causing harm to 7 of 3, whether they lift her up or whatever,
yeah. Well, that'd be fine too.
okay,
I'm
yeah, 'cause she's so
telling them
brittle.
everybody weapons down.
Yeah, she's so brittle that anybody moves her is gonna cause more injury. So
Right.
so your reaction is gonna be based on her protection then. Anybody moves to,
Yeah,
okay,
pretty much.
all right, and you're saying weapons down, and you hear oh shit, and then some people are trying to take cover behind computers and stuff. Uh,
Well, 50 cal I think will go through a computer.
yeah, but they you know
So
they're
I may have
doing.
minuses to hit for not knowing exactly where they are, but
Yeah,
still.
it's just at least if they can at least kind of hide, that's all they want. They is
Yeah.
as far as like it's one of those panic moments where somebody's gonna go hiding behind a porta john, thinking that that's gonna save their life.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, one of
Well,
those.
it might because you don't know exactly what they're doing back there. They could be ducking down.
But bullets are gonna go through it like nothing.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah.
if
All
they're
right.
aiming for the head for somebody standing up and I'm ducked down.
All right. So,
So
you're seeing that they're trying to get into position, and one of them is actually moving
you
to
know,
try to. Huh?
good.
One
No,
of
I was
them.
just going to say, this will go through that stuff like paper.
one of,
Toss your weapons out.
and one of
Listen, I'm
them.
just saying this as they're moving.
Yeah, one of them is actually trying to move to grab Irene, and it looks like they're going to try to grab her to move her out of position.
Leave her. She's dead.
They're grabbing him.
Yeah, shoot him.
They put her hands on him, and they're about to move
Thanks.
her. You're shooting? Okay, go ahead and roll. We're gonna say
So
heavy.
21 total.
Whew. Roll 2d10.
Six. 6.
6 points of damage.
6. Yeah, 3. A 3 and a 3.
Okay. Well, it is still what's it called?
A big round.
Yes. So this is what I'm gonna
A lot of
say
kinetic.
happens. Um, you rolled a 21. You said that's a direct hit on
21
his
to hit.
arm, and his arm shoots off. All right. So it separates from his body, and I'm gonna roll a
I'm just going to make
percentage.
sure. Mark that down.
I'm gonna roll a percentage that the hand whacks RC
Where's my
7 of
memo?
3. So I'm gonna say there's a 30% chance that the hand slaps onto 7 of 3. I said there's 30% chance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled 34.
Okay, so Mr.
Yeah, so the hand just goes off in some whatever direction,
Pink. Yeah,
and
right next door.
and you you hear my arm. He blew off my freaking arm. Oh, fucking
I
arm.
said leave her alone.
And then what's it called? Now it's
Who's next?
7 of three's turn. It's her turn. No, their turn because 7 of 3 has less dexterity. 7 of 3. Wait, their turn. Uh, James, they're gonna take a shot at you. They get negative because you're behind cover. Does a it's a 18 plus 2. Does a 18 hit?
Shoot 14. And the actually, the shimmer shield, it'll stop up to 8 points of damage.
Yeah, it says it stops damage, but this is AC. What's your AC? Did we say it was 16?
Yeah.
Okay, so then that does hit. Uh, 1d10, because oh no, 1d8. All right, because these are
That's even better.
pistols. Yeah, these are pistols. All right. You take 3 points of damage.
Which the armor stops.
Okay. And what's it called? What it was is that they shot through the machine and it hit you. Other than that, they're missing. But that what's it called? That damage resistance made it like you're the Terminator.
Right.
Or Magneto, and those bullets are deflecting off.
It's just
Guy, there's a shot being taken at you. Does a 20 hit?
yes.
Okay. 1d10. 1d8?
Now I'm also behind cover.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
okay, so the 18, 20 minus 2, 18. Does 18 hit?
Yeah, that still hits. That's
Okay.
yeah. I got a
Um,
17.
5 points of damage from a pistol shot. And then uh more guys are shooting. And you hear reloading and load.
Well, if you're shooting both
and
rifles in an enclosed spot,
and then now it is
there's a good chance they're going to kill themselves.
now it's 7 of 3's turn. And 7 of 3, you see that she's trying to like not crawl away, but it's more like her arm, the dangling flesh and blood leaking out of the what's it called from the movements of her flesh and machine. Her arm just like reaches forward to brace herself and kind of lift herself up. And when she lifts herself up, her mouth opens and it looks like a hollowed out mouth. There's teeth, but no real tongue, no esophagus. It's some weird machinery on the inside of her mouth. And when it opens, you see like a glow glowing from the back of her throat. And instead of a beam coming out of her throat, it's more like a beam with a tornado wrapping around the beam, I guess you could say it. So imagine like you could see swirling air as if the molecules were evaporating around the laser beam coming out of her mouth. So it's like a plasma light coming out, and she's shooting it at behind from the what's it called? The mercenaries that are in front of her. She's attacking one from behind, and when she does that,
Excuse me.
uh, her it's like she's using her energy from her actual soul to do one last breath, one last motion, and what's it called? When she after she does that attack, and it actually pretty much uh, it vaporizes the guy's abdominals, makes a good perfect circle in there, and the tornado like whirling around the laser beam. It caused like um it 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 made it where the flesh was shredding, coming out like how do you say, if there was a blender that shoots out, it's like that's what's happening.
Mm.
The tornado is causing the twisting and of like flesh particles. It's almost like ground beef shooting out with the lasers, and you smell it all too because it's like disgusting smell with the burning. But yeah, and from that you hear the last whisper from 7 of 3 saying Alfonso with the scream of the laser beam, and she just collapses forward, and the flesh from her muscles uh peels off of the skeleton. The brain leans down to one side of the jar, and it's almost like if there was organs inside of her esophagus or her throat, uh, mush and like blood clot fluid coming out of her mouth, and 703 falls apart and dies in between everybody. And the guy that got the people that were around the guy that got killed, they go, "The fuck was that?" And they turn around, they see Irene just
It's falling apart.
yeah, minced, just mixed up parts and dead. And they're all looking at it like, what the fuck? What kind of shit was that? They're all confused. They don't know what they just saw. And you guys, it's your turn now, Alfonso. No, it's Sam's turn. Sam, the guys are kind of distracted by 7 of 3 falling apart. What are you doing, Sam?
Basically, can I put a grenade into one of them?
Into what?
My arm.
Oh.
It's magic, you know?
40 Mike, you mean? Like
Yeah.
Okay. So you're making a grenade launcher. I got it. And so go ahead and take your shot where it's going to be a two-handed gun, but we'll say it does.
I'm gonna duck.
We're going to say it does double damage for a two-handed heavy gun. So 4d10. 4d10. That's what I'm going to do for the explosives, so it actually makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, do I? Let's see. Perception. That's +6. With an 18 perception, can I see him doing this and have enough time to duck?
Oh, he's in front of you. You're
Oh, so I see him tink.
yeah, he's in front of you.
So okay,
You're
I'm going to duck as he's doing that.
Yeah, because remember he jumped out the office. Remember he jumped out.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna duck and
So-
go ahead, James. You loaded up your arm with the dual-purpose high explosive 40 millimeter grenade round.
23.
Excuse me.
23.
Okay, so 23 hits. I'm gonna roll. Let's see. I'm not gonna roll. All right, you hit 3 people. Roll for damage.
You said 4d10?
Yes.
Ooh, 30.
Okay. So this is what happens. Those 3 that got hit, basically they become amputees. Whether their leg gets blown off or their arm gets blown off, but they're alive. They're hurt, but they're alive, and they got shrapnel all inside of them, and secondary shrapnel from the computers as well. And I'm gonna roll. No. What did you roll for your attack again?
James.
Yeah, James.
It was 23.
23. Okay, so we're gonna say subtract 5 for total concealment, and that would equal 18.
18.
So secondary shrapnel will say 1d6 to hit 3 more people. 1d6.
1d6?
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, it's 1.
Okay. 1? That's fine. Alright, so those people got hurt, and I'm just saying that the secondary shrapnel happened because of the computers over there. That's going to be doing that. metals and all that stuff. So now, Guy, roll your perception.
1 plus 7 is a 18.
Okay. While you're hiding, because you're trying to like duck behind the explosion, the
Mm-hmm.
oncoming explosion that you're expecting, you realize that these computers, uh, they're turning on again, and you're seeing that the progress bar from before, the 35%, it's blinking red, and it's saying disconnected, 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 and you don't understand it. Well, you could probably
Mm-hmm.
roll your wisdom.
I can get her back in.
Let's see. Expressions, inside interaction, mechanics, no.
Oh no,
Science,
no.
Science, yes.
You have science?
no. I've got a plus 5 in it,
Okay. All right, go ahead.
so that'd make the roll. I rolled a 17, so that'd make it a 22.
Okay. So you're seeing that uh there's like a override um because there's the it's saying that it's disconnected, and then there's an override for remote download, and you're feeding these computers power. You might be able to do some sort of uh
Remote download.
yeah, like a continuation into
Right.
7 of 3. All you gotta do is push the
Okay.
button.
Yeah, that'd probably be right. Probably be good. Uh, hit. Just make sure she's hooked up to the Wi-Fi first.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'm gonna hit remote download.
Okay,
That sounds good.
so as you're doing that, the people that just took the explosion, there's that whole sector. It's like some sort of light going into that part, volumetric lighting. So you see particles and stuff in this lighting beaming down on the people. It's burning their skin like a sunbeam, or like a sunburn, and you can see that it's actually going red, and then starts to like steam and kind of blister, and they're like kind of like trying to protect themselves from it. It's radiation damage that's happening to them, but it's a required radiation for the restructure of 7 of 3.
Like, okay.
So what's happening is this override, it's this volumetric uh, radiation,
Mm-hmm.
this light, that's the download, and the crumbled body, the crumbled mess of 7 of 3 is now having the it's in the volumetric lighting. It's absorbing the energy, and you're seeing that the tissue is actually pulling itself back together onto the skeleton. The skeleton, the metal skeleton of 7 of 3 actually starts reshaping itself, and it looks like instead of like you see like the National Geographic of Apple being rotting, and it's like the
Mm-hmm.
speed cap of it being
Right.
destroyed. Imagine that in reverse for 7 of 3, where her body is
See,
starting to stand upright, and in the parts that were like metal exposed metal parts, now there's plating coming over it. And on her face, where I said that her brain was in a jar, there's now plating coming over that. And even on her body, it looks like her she's becoming more fuller of a form, and
Mm-hmm.
the flesh that was sagging off is now healing with this radiation, and more metal plates somehow are coming off of the floor and onto her body, and you see that the download is reaching like 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%, and all this
Okay.
thing. her body is being reshaped into some sort of mechanical knight, and it looks almost like, how can I explain this? She's very slim, very athletic looking. Um, how can I say this? She's got rings of metal all around her, like clean clean rings. Like, I don't know how to describe it. She's just,
Like a scale mail ring?
yeah. It's almost like it's her arms are made out of cylindrical
I can't think of
pieces that take shape of etchings of like muscles. So it's like weird cylinders all the way through it and across her body, and this plating.
interesting.
And her helmet, it turns out to come out kind of like uh samurai
The Japanese
style.
ones?
Like
Hmm?
you know the samurai helmets where
Yeah,
they widen out, going just over the
right.
shoulders to protect the shoulder. It's kind of like
I've
that
always
too.
thought that was kind of neat.
So she starts standing up, and the radiation completes her transformation, and she's now 100%. And she looks down at the person that had their arm blown off, and she steps on his head, and you see his brain splatter, and then the people around her are seeing like that are burning up. They're trying to understand what's going on. They saw that this thing just started to get rebuilding itself next to her, and her
Okay.
arm, she just reaches forward, and instead of just the normal length, it kind of like extends and
Hmm.
just basically stretches out like a rod, almost like an antenna, and
Yeah.
she grabs the guy's face, smashes it through a computer, and his face is now mush. Uh, and people are still
Stop.
burning there, huh?
I'm going to yell at three. Stop.
And when you say that, her eyes start glowing red,
Seven.
and she looks in your direction,
Seven.
and then
Seven.
and then
No.
and then her arm kind of like goes into a
Seven.
swath.
No.
She does it, and her arm, what's it called? It doesn't turn into a sword or a razor. What happens is it just stretches out and elongates, and her fingers pretty much slice at everybody's heads off. Like, not everybody's,
That's what I was
but
wanting
three
not
people.
that to happen.
And her eyes are glowing a red color. We're gonna take a break right here, okay? uh,
That's interesting.
I'm trying to. No. Don't.
Well, unfortunately, they've established that there are the hostile targets.
Oh, they were,
okay. Yeah, I'll be right
but
back.
they're no. Yeah, but they're no longer hostile targets.
I was just trying to make sure that they remain.
Actually, you know what?
But
What time is it? Yeah. Can we stop it right here when she did that last swipe and cut off three heads? And
okay,
you're saying no, no. Uh, this way,
Don't.
it's I want to stop it right here to continue the rest of this event next
next
time.
week.
If we play next week, unless you're gonna DM, we'll
Well,
see,
I'll
we'll see.
try.
But I'm thinking of stopping it right here. That way, there's no sense of losing control. Or wait, you don't know if you're losing control, or if she lost control, or if you're regaining control, or what's happening right now. Uh, I think this would be a great spot to make a cliffhanger.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Next time, same bad channel, same bad time.
All right. So I'll be right back, okay? Give me a couple
Okay.
minutes.
Okay.
Bathroom breaks, whatever.
Already did bathroom
Sorry
break.
if it was mostly me controlling it. Uh,
Things like that do happen.
Too much.
Well, sometimes things like that do. Even in real life, sometimes things just like that happen.
Okay. All right. All right. I'll be right back.
We try and I can't think of the word now.
All right.
Have the illusion of control.
Oh, I remember.
That's what it is.
I remember. What's it called? At D&D, Tim, he was saying that uh, if you have power, you're like God or something like that
Yeah.
in the in America. And I told him power is an illusion. He goes, how? And I go, power is only a mentality. You think you have power, but then once it's gone, then what kind of power do you really have if you're by yourself or something? And he was like, no, if you're like a mafia leader, you're gonna have power no matter what. And I go, until your people betray you. I go, power is an illusion. I mean, I wasn't
That's
trying to be a
true.
smartass. I wasn't
No,
trying.
so remember all those uh, fingers you stepped on climbing the corporate ladder are going to have asses as you come down.
All right, I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
Or there was something like that.
Well, it's also the fact that they also might have had friends too.
Okay.
Well, he's still gone.
Yeah. That's my computer. My phone is acting up a bit. But yeah, but yeah, there are people with power, and then there's people with power. So
Well, I've been watching the thing about Kathleen Kennedy and how she's fucked up Star Wars. There's basically people out there that really don't like her.
which one? What?
Oh, Kathleen Kennedy, she made 7, 8, and 9 Star Wars.
Oh,
The
those
garbage.
episodes.
Yes,
Yeah, they weren't really that good. They were.
garbage. As they pointed out, it should have
I
been
think. I think one, two, three.
Rise of Palpatine, not Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I think 1, 2, and 3 were
Yeah.
actually 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
And 7, 8, and 9 is like,
Yeah.
really?
Have you heard why episodes 4, 5, and 6 came out before 1, 2, and 3?
Oh, no.
In charge of scheduling, Yoda was.
Oh, okay.
So it was one of those goofy. But yeah, that's actually when they did Star Wars, from what I understand, they didn't know what a hit it would be, and they really had to rush. They had to really rush to make the other episodes. So, and they had another one. It was the way they did the text, the text at the very beginning, the way it scrolled up, is they actually had it written on a board, and they had a camera scanning a board. So I always thought I was always wondered how they did that. I thought they because that was before the age of electronic.
You remember quite a few movies that came out after. Like, whoa, Nelly.
Yeah. Oh, and even even the editor's cut of some of them are ridiculous. They changed it so actually, Han Solo actually shot second in the bar scene.
I was at the point out it didn't really matter.
No. And so he got off planet. So he's wanted on that planet probably for murder. But then again, he probably can get a royal pardon from everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, then again, remember, it also depends on if there was any law there either. If there wasn't any law, it didn't matter.
Well, there were the stormtroopers. I can't think what it is. The guys in the white armor. Yeah, the stormtroopers.
Well, yeah, but the whole point is that after they blew up the Death Star, would they have made any difference?
No, why have one when you can have a second at 3 times the price?
That's true too.
So, but no, I don't think it would have made that much of a difference between because Vader got away, and the Emperor wasn't on it.
That's right. It was the second one.
So yeah, or third, whichever. Well, yeah. So it wouldn't have made really that much of a difference. Some of the planets might have sighed a little more of a release in relief because it was no longer a threat looming over them. But it still wouldn't have made any difference.
Mm-hmm.
So, because they probably could have still gotten several of these Star Destroyers together and accomplished the same thing with just regular bombs.
Yeah.
So, why? As I said, that was my thing. Why spend all the money to buy that thing when you can just get several of their dreadnoughts together?
Well, it would have been several thousand of them, considering how big it was.
Right. Well, there you go. They could have built quite a few more of their dreadnoughts.
Because what was silly is they talk about Uncle Goofy, Adolf Hitler. They hadn't built the Bismarck or the Tirpitz. How many submarines they could have made? That would have made all the difference.
That could have, yes. And with the Yamato and
the Mutation
ship, yeah, for Japan. But however, they were also still under the impression that the battleships ruled the oceans.
Well, the other problem is also,
Well, look at how fast the Hood went down after she encountered the Bismarck.
Excuse me.
Well, they weren't sure if it was the Bismarck or if it was the Prince Eugen. Because what they think is it might have hit the torpedoes in there.
So,
the Hood got hit with shells from the Bismarck, and it went down like in 6 minutes.
What I'm saying is it hit something else that exploded. It wasn't just the fact that she hit
I think those 15-inch shells, if they happened to have hit a powder magazine or something like that, it wouldn't have mattered what other thing she might have hit.
Okay.
Those 15 shells. No, they were 16-inch shells.
No, 15.
So thoughts.
The Bismarck had 15.
Okay, because then the Iowa class had 16.
Correct. And the Yamato had 18.1.
Yeah, and I had them backwards. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. So, any thoughts or impressions about today's session?
These guys are real. These treasure hunters were really screwed up, I think. But no, I've got no problem with it. It's just that, yeah. So I think I probably went a little bit too far intimidating him.
Well,
The one,
he
and
he actually he was going to be one of those guys that was going to be practically fearless, and
okay,
I rolled so high, but you rolled higher, and I was like, nah, he can't be fearless. He's going to freak out, but he's going to have like a tactical mindset
yeah,
still. So he
oh
had his
yeah.
gun up, and when you said that, that just clicked on him. Like
I'm surprised he didn't turn it on me.
well, he could have, but
So
the priority for him was Irene.
right,
uh,
so but
he
the
Yeah, he didn't know if he didn't think that he would be able to survive attack against you guys or against the demon, but the girl he thought he could kill Sam because he didn't know anything
right,
about Sam. He didn't know Sam could change their arms or anything like that. So in
right,
his eyes, he could save Irene by continuing his action towards Sam
yeah,
as opposed to
yeah,
killing an electric demon that's
right.
electrocuting
Sam, yeah,
everything.
Sam was a softer target.
Yes, yes.
Apparently softer.
Yeah,
um,
not that much.
and so, what did you think about the track runners?
The what one?
The track runners when you did the demo for the bicycles at the park.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering. Okay, these are just okay. They're pretty much android or robots in disguise.
Yeah, the
Sorry, by Transformers.
Transformers. Yeah,
Um,
Yeah, that's exactly
uh,
what it was.
the robots in this, they're so,
yeah.
and they're offering us, but they didn't come back to ask for a ask for a sale
Oh, what's it called? Um, you would have to go back to them.
back to their spot.
Yeah.
So we'd have to now walk 3 kilometers to get to them to get back to complete the sale.
Yeah. But now,
You know,
there's more things going on here. You'll see,
yeah,
because the systems, now that you're closer to the central part of the ship, uh, there are some systems that are charging, some automated systems that are starting to try to boot up again. Uh, like the emergency generators trying to suck in your supply. But what's it called? Now that actually 7 of 3 is in a physical form, we'll see what happens with the ship.
yeah.
Because she's disconnected.
She may not want it,
And
but then again, she may just still like it.
the power that she has obviously has to be this kind of power because she's like we'll
Yeah,
say
demigod.
not exactly, but one of those high tier characters. So
Okay,
I gave her 2 attacks, and granted they are massive attacks, but it's just to demonstrate her lethality, not just
right.
as a ship, but now as an individual.
Um,
She's an actual war machine, as you could tell.
right. And actually, what I was actually trying to think of now is that, or my character would be, is that no, don't do that. And she's trying to kill other people. Now, maybe I should put one of these 50 cal rounds into her brain.
The only
Like,
problem with that is if it doesn't work, we'll call you Nagasaki.
yeah. So, and hopefully she'll start listening to saying no, don't type deal. So. Yeah, I thought that with those displacer beasts,
Hmm.
I thought I got by them pretty good.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I don't. I said I really didn't want to try and take them on because, as I said, they're from hell. The normal ones
Hmm.
are. So I probably knew about them, if not run across them, there
Yeah.
before I came to this world. So that's why. Okay, I don't. I'm still only third level, and one displacer beast for a third level character. That character is dead.
Oh yeah.
What is the challenge
And you've
rating
got two of them?
of a displacer beast that you know of?
I
I
think
thought there were 3.
that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
But however, the challenge rating of a 3 is for 4 characters at level 3.
Yeah. Now,
So
in
here I
here,
am, one character at that level, and I'm thinking, okay, these are like the one. If these are anything like the ones at home, I want nothing to do with them.
now in here, this threw me off. All right, because I didn't look at it. I wanted to have a creature like that, but this threw me off. Displacer Beast is a level 9 in 4E.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So I
You
didn't.
got there's two of them?
I was not anticipating that. So what I did was these are not. They weren't exactly displacer beasts.
Right,
These were like
right. They're
wasteland
mechanical. They're
creatures. So
mechanical replicas. That
yeah. So they're. I basically thought that they would have probably like 30 hit points each, if that. But not to say a true displacer beast stats, because level 9 with 97 hit points, I never heard of a displacer beast with more than maybe 35 hit points. I mean,
right.
so they really beefed them up on here.
Oh yeah.
But no, I wasn't going to do that. Uh, it's
Let's see. So I'm. Let's see what it is in 5 here, real quick. Come on, that's. Armor class, speed, senses. Challenge rating of 3. Yeah,
yeah. So
it's
that
got armor class of 13. No problem. Although it does have 85 hit points in 5.
okay. All right.
So,
Yes. I mean, it's still not a level 9.
right. But
Yeah,
so,
who's it?
so 4 level 3 characters should be able to take care of it somewhat decently. Only based on it, because the only thing I'm saying somewhat is because of the number of hit points it does have.
Yeah. That it's.
So the armor class is only 13, though.
But they could take a hit.
Right. Let's see. Multiple attacks. It can make 2 attacks with its tentacles. Each one does plus 6 to hit and 1d6 plus 4 damage. Oh, plus 3 piercing damage. 1d6 piercing damage. So
No poison?
no, bludgeoning and piercing.
Okay.
So there's no bite attack with this thing either. So
In here there is on this one.
yeah, they've really dumbed some of these
Yeah.
monsters down. Because I remember even in first edition, whatever, displacer beasts were a bit difficult to kill.
Yeah.
So, and if you look at the giants, they've really screwed them up.
Mm.
From first edition, they used to have a hill giant fort uh, adventure where the hill giants actually built a fort.
I always thought that like giants would be just strong, intimidating, even for a hill giant. You run into a hill
Yeah,
giant, you're like, oh shit. Now
they should be.
now it's well, I mean, we're still like, oh shit, when we run into a fire giant, but if it doesn't feel as scary.
Right.
And
Well, one thing is everybody now knows the specs for the specs for them, and okay, well, they're 15 feet tall. They have 145 hit points or whatever it is, and they have an armor class of 18. No problem. We can get by with one of these. type deal.
Yeah,
Guys,
it's
the dungeon that I have that you have the 15th level characters are going to be for.
mhm.
Um, what was I going to say now? In giants,
Yeah.
yeah, there's definitely going to be giants. Don't forget, you're 15th level now. Even
Yeah.
cloud cloud giant is would be a challenge for you, but you could overcome it. Especially four of you. There was something with them and giants. I just don't remember.